Welcome into UWL for the second straight week. We are here at UWL for our game of the week between the Central RiverHawks and the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Video of our high school football game of the week streams live on the ESPN La Crosse app, ESPNLaCrosse.com, and on the ESPN La Crosse YouTube channel. It's brought to you by Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC. Union State Bank, over 120 years of financial strength. Happy to sponsor our Game of the Week live video stream. An outright MVC title is on the line here in week number 9. Game of the Week, RiverHawks and Hilltoppers, coming up on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
Hi, it's Casey Vergine with Hansen & Associates in La Crosse. For nearly 20 years, we've done our best to help people in the Coulee region plan for retirement, and we'd love to do the same for you. Now, if you're asking yourself, how much do I need to retire? Or how do I even start the process? Let's talk. In fact, let's find the perfect game plan for you.
For more, visit HansonPrivateWealth.com.
Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guarantee. May lose value. Securities offered by Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company.
I guarantee a customer, if they're unhappy, call me and we will make it right.
When you say you're going to pick up the material once a week, you do it. When you say you're going to take this material and recycle it, you do it. When you say you charge the same amount for the same service for other customers, that's what you do.
Hilltopper Refuse, serving the Coulee region.
When you're talking steel power tools, you're talking the best possible quality. And right now at Ace of Holman, you're also looking at major savings. Up to $50 off on an MS-250 chainsaw right now, only $379.99. $50 off Magnum backpack blowers, plus savings on handheld blowers. And don't forget, free batteries on select steel power tools. Deals are good until December 31st at Ace of Holman on Holman Drive.
All right, bring it in. We got a lot of square footage to cover this season. Square feet! It's all about zone coverage. Make sure we got adequate flow through the routes. Coverage! We got to lock down those escape routes. Block the drafts. Draft! We got our best 5, Kaden, Noah, BJ, Tanner, and Jake. You got to protect Goodman. He's bringing the heat. En fuego. All on you, Goodman. Make us proud.
Bring the heat this season. Call G&T.
For the best senior air conditioning guaranteed.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Coulee region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Coulee region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee region or bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
Hey everybody, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. Tuesday is a great family day, and with it, we bring fried chicken and waffles, a creamy chicken lasagna to satisfy the whole family, and our fresh homemade meatloaf speaks for itself. You're gonna absolutely love it. Make sure you stop on down to try this delicious menu. We look forward to seeing you. Come on down to North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Dinner menu available 4 to 8 at North Country Steak Buffet.
In our town, it's the little things that matter most. A friendly wave, a helping hand, a bank that knows your name. Since 1903, Union State Bank is proud to support the individuals and businesses who make our community strong. We're committed to helping you turn your financial dreams into reality with local decisions and personal service every step of the way. Visit us today or go online to discover how Union State Bank can support your financial journey. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back into UWL as we are getting set for our final regular season game of the week. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Chris Riggles with RE/MAX in Onalaska would love to talk with you. Contact Chris with RE/MAX in Onalaska. Aaron Morse, Scotty Gran, and Jeff Ross with you once again here on ESPN La Crosse.
Why are we getting call-outs for Ben Butler?
Oh, I don't know.
He must have been pretty good.
Who called that guy out?
I'm not sure, but someone's calling him out. And
you can see that on our YouTube stream for those listening on the radio side of things.
Whoever's back at home station said he was subpar or something. I don't know what's going on right now.
Well, we're not going to have a subpar matchup tonight.
Absolutely not.
Though we expect between this Onalaska Hilltopper team and the Central RiverHawks. The RiverHawks can win an outright MVC title tonight with a win.
Yeah, Christian Ruderud has been incredible, and I've been getting a lot of slack outside of our broadcasts about not talking about him enough from some people, and I'm going to talk about him tonight because guess what? He has 2,000 all-purpose yards on the season and 26 touchdowns. I mean, that's insane. I mean, he's probably the outright MVC player of the year if you were to vote right now. You could argue about Will McConowitz a little bit, and I think you got to put Ian Cole in the conversation, but Christian Ruderud's been incredible. And the reason the Central RiverHawks are now ranked 10th now in Division II is largely on his shoulders. He's been amazing, and rightfully so that he gets the recognition that he's getting now. And really it's propelled this RiverHawks team into such a great streak, and honestly, they should only have one loss on the year. I mean, they shouldn't have lost to Ellsworth. They had 4 turnovers in that game, and that really cost them that game. They should have won that outright. And Waunakee's Waunakee. I mean, they're ranked 4th in Division I. I mean, so when you look at their schedule, it's been pretty tough, and it's gotten to this point now. And you look at the other side with Onalaska, ranked number 9 in Division III, rightfully so, and I think their defense is one of the most underrated defenses in this area. I think they're the best defense in this area if you kind of look at the games and what they put together this year. So it is a good matchup because of that reason. Can Onalaska do what they've done all year and shut down the main weapon on the opponent's other side? Because they've been able to do that all season so far.
Check out the large selection of grills and lawnmowers at Asa Holman. Stop in, pick one out, and Asa Holman will assemble and deliver straight to your front door. Asa Holman, Holman Drive.
I was told I couldn't get a new grill. Did I tell you that?
You just got a new grill from Asa Holman.
Not yet. I put parts in my other one.
You just got a new one.
They're right up
parts
the road.
Equal a new one.
Yeah, I tell you what, when I walk in there and look at the showcase
bird
that
seed?
They have.
Oh.
No, the bird seed is no longer something that we purchase.
Okay.
However, I'm looking, but I was told I can't buy one right now.
That's too bad.
But I usually don't listen, and I might do it anyway. But are we going to commercial?
Yeah. We got to get to our Kevin Carlson ANC Coaches Show. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to our Coaches Show right here in our Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse.
Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. What better way to spend a day than bowling with the entire family? After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. They make it, you bake it. Or choose the Cooley Golf Bowl's popular broasted chicken, available daily. Check out their full menu at CooleyGB.com. Cooley Golf Bowl has 70-inch TVs and the Sunday ticket, so you and your friends can watch the green and gold and Bucky with front row seats. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill is your family fun place at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver, or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit OnalaskaRealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit OnalaskaRealty.com. Maybe you should have moved your car before the cheap guy roofer started.
Why?
Why monkey around when you can have professionals? Call Kendhammer A1 Roofing and Construction for all your roofing and siding needs. Kendhammer A1 Roofing and Construction. Absolutely no monkey business.
In our town, it's the little things that matter most. A friendly wave, a helping hand, a bank that knows your name. Since 1903, Union State Bank is proud to support the individuals and businesses who make our community strong. We're committed to helping you turn your financial dreams into reality with local decisions and personal service every step of the way. Visit us today or go online to discover how Union State Bank can support your financial journey. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here to UWL as we get ready for the final week of the regular season. Our game of the week this week, Central hosting Onalaska, and Central can win an outright MVC title with a win tonight. Time for our Kevin Carlson Agency Coaches Show. For home, auto, life, and business insurance, contact the Kevin Carlson Agency in Holman. Talking with head coach of the Central RiverHawks, Mitch Olson. Your team starts 0-2 to begin the year, and now you've rattled off 6 wins in a row. What's been the difference, do you think, for your guys?
Yeah, it really all starts out up front on both sides of the ball. We have some really, really talented, skilled players that, I think everybody knew about. And then we graduated 8 of 9 of our starting linemen, both offensively and defensively last year. So we knew there was going to be a little bit of a learning curve. And really it's been those units playing a lot better over the past few weeks, and in turn, we're a lot better football team because of it.
What has brought so much success for that offensive line that has had so much turnover? What do you think it is for those guys up front?
I think when you look at what we're doing, they're not the big brutes that you'll see on some of the other offensive lines. If you look at Holman, if you look at La Crosse, Logan, even Reedsburg, they're not big kids, but what they are is really athletic, and they compete. We ask them to get out in space and to block out in space, and they're just getting to where they need to go, and then finishing off the blocks once they get there. We're not going to win any shoving contests on the line of scrimmage. But when we can let our offensive linemen be athletes and play to their strengths, we can put ourselves in a pretty good position.
Well, tonight you take on an Onalaska team who has a pretty good run defense against you guys who like to run the ball with Christian Rudrud and throw in Gabe Service in there, and how you guys want to run your offense. What kind of challenge does that pose tonight? They
have athletes all across the board. But on the lines, especially if you look at their defensive front, they're so physical. They're big, they're strong, they're fast, they're disciplined. That's really their strength, I think, defensively.
When you face a team that can stop the run and you want to run the ball, does it maybe change your game plan a little bit?
We care more about ourselves and our identity. Offensively more so than what we're seeing. And, we have some game plan specifics and stuff like that. But we really just need to play clean football and execute. We can't find ourselves having any negative plays, having any missed assignments, pre-snap penalties, things like that. Because then you get behind the sticks and then you're really in a hole. We need to be consistent and execute, whatever we may be trying to do.
All right, Mitch, you have a Mississippi Valley Conference title on the line tonight. You win, and you win it outright. With the new format, with the playoff matrix and non-conference games mattering just as much, how much does the MVC and the conference championship matter versus maybe it's all kind of seen as the same?
The non-conference games do matter, but first and foremost, we're worried about the MVC. And, a conference championship is a really, really big deal. And, you know, in regards to the non-conference now, you know, it's like the Waunakee loss, even though we got beat by a lot, you know, 40-plus points, that doesn't affect us nearly as bad as losing a close one to Ellsworth. And, you know, I'm not smart enough to figure it out, and I'm certainly not going to try to figure it out now. But, you know, it certainly makes you more aware of your non-conference schedule and exactly how that's going to affect your playoff seeding.
Mitch Olson, RiverHawks head coach. Mitch, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight on trying to capture that MVC title.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That's the Kevin Carlson Agency Coaches Show. For home, auto, life, and business insurance, contact the Kevin Carlson Agency in Holmen. Game of the week, the final one of the regular season, Onalaska and Central from UWL coming up in just a little bit right here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5, streaming live on YouTube. You can find it on our free mobile app.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver, or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Coulee region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Coulee region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee region or bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Serving the Coulee region since 1983 is Hilltopper Refuse, a proud sponsor of high school football. Stop by North Country Steak Buffet for all-you-can-eat steaks, burgers, chicken, and pork chops, and North Country's fresh salad bar, largest in La Crosse, North Country Steak Buffet. Scotty, RiverHawks and Hilltoppers, key to victory tonight.
Stop Christian Rudrud. I mean, I think that's probably the biggest thing we look at tonight, right? No one's really been able to other than Wanakee. And, you know, again, you talk about the different – well, I mean, it counts on the schedule. But, I mean, difference in opponent, it should help this playoff matrix for Central, even with that loss. So I think that's really critical. And Ian Cole needs to continue to playing just great at quarterback. He has had very quietly a solid campaign leading this Hilltopper team. And really, stopping Rudrud is really critical. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game tonight. I really do. I think we're looking at probably, I would say, over-under at least 60 or more. That would be my guess.
If you want to run a business, talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance. Noble specializes in business insurance. Help you with home and auto. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street in Onalaska. And Union State Bank is proudly supporting local athletes who make our hometowns proud. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff of our final regular season week in high school football here in Wisconsin. I know, right? Man. Playoffs begin next week. Brackets released tomorrow. We'll get into that as the game moves along as well. RiverHawks and Hilltoppers coming up next on ESPN La Crosse.
All right, bring it in. We got a lot of square footage to cover this season. Square feet! It's all about zone coverage. Make sure we got adequate flow through the routes. Coverage! We got to lock down those escape routes. Block the drafts. Draft! We got our best five, Caden, Noah, BJ, Tanner, Jake. You got to protect Goodman. He's bringing the heat. And Fuego. All on you, Goodman. Make us proud.
Bring the heat this season. Call G&T.
For the best senior air conditioning guaranteed.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. Got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region.
Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. What better way to spend a day than bowling with the entire family? After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. They make it and you bake it. Or choose the Coulee Golf Bowl's popular broasted chicken, available daily. Check out their full menu at CouleeGB.com. Coulee Golf Bowl has 70-inch TVs and the Sunday ticket, so you and your friends can watch the green and gold and Bucky with front row seats. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill is your family fun place at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
When you're talking steel power tools, you're talking the best possible quality. And right now at Ace of Holman, you're also looking at major savings. Up to $50 off on an MS-250 chainsaw right now, only $379.99. $50 off Magnum backpack blowers, plus savings on handheld blowers. And don't forget, free batteries on select steel power tools. Deals are good until December 31st at Ace of Holman on Holman Drive.
Put the strength of a leader in retirement planning to work for you. Hansen & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, will work with you to develop a financial plan and track progress toward your goals. A 2025 Forbes Best in State Wealth Management Team right here in the Cooley region. Visit their website at hansonprivatewealth.com. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guarantee may lose value. Securities offered by Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
Video of our high school football game of the week streams live on the ESPN La Crosse app, ESPNLacrosse.com, and on the ESPN La Crosse YouTube channel. It's brought to you by Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC. Union State Bank, over 120 years of financial strength. Happy to sponsor our game of the week live video stream. The RiverHawks hosting the Hilltoppers. Here at UWL, RiverHawks kick it away from right to left, and we are underway. A squib kick over towards the right. Hop picked up at the 30-yard line, returned up the hash mark, and will be taken down at about the 32 or 33-yard line after the return by David Irvin.
And Central trying to see if they can get Onalaska to make a miscue on special teams, because Onalaska's had a few of those this year. So I kind of like the squib kick to see if they throw them off guard and kind of see if they're prepared for that right off the bat.
They will mark them at the 38-yard line. So Onalaska is starting with solid field position here. They're in the all-whites with the purple lettering, numbering, striping, trimming.
How about the coach matchup this week?
RiverHawks in the all-blacks with the white and red trim, white lettering and numbering. Hilltoppers moving left to right. In the pistol is Cole with Stettler behind him. Little pink accents going around both teams as well this week as we're into the middle of October. Motion left and right, back and forth. Cole takes the snap, hands off Stettler, working right side. He's got some space across the 40, down to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 4 on first down.
Stettler kind of heating up as this season goes on. Of course, he was injured for a couple weeks, now back healthy. See if they get him rolling a little bit more. Had a great week last week. What do you have, 2-3 touchdowns last week?
6-7 of them. 6-7.
Are you trying to test like my age
yeah,
variable on that
I
one?
was. You were the one
very
calling
good.
yourself old pregame.
Yeah, I am old.
Pistol formation again. Cole turns, hands off Stettler, left side, trying to bounce it outside. He does with the stiff arm, and another stiff arm. And he's tackled out of bounds just past midfield. Stettler, a couple of stiff arms, gets him up to the 49 of the RiverHawks.
Yeah, and such a powerful run here by Stettler, and this is what he does. He has the athleticism, but he also has this. Just that is how you operate in the open field. And finishing runs is critical at this level of football.
1st and 10 for Onalaska. One receiver left, one right. And in motion just left to right in front of Stettler, and they'll go quick pitch to the right. A couple of lead blockers. Stettler gets outside and turns the corner inside the 35, down inside the 30, and tackled down over the top of some bodies down at the 28. Gain of 21 for Onalaska.
Man, Anna really wants to run this football, huh? Look at this. Center, left guard pull, good kick out block. Man, that was a great block by Tanner Siebert. They're happy to have him on the outside there, making a good play. And Anna right now controlling tempo at that at the line of scrimmage with that offensive line.
Zineker in, replacing Stettler here on 1st and 10 at the 28. Tight formation, 2 receivers to the short side. One up top all by himself in the open field. Cole will look to throw for the first time. He's going to the open field, out route, over the top of an intended receiver, and pass interference is going to get called.
Man, I don't know about that, just because of the fact the ball looked like it was overthrown. I mean, what do you think, Aaron?
I don't know even if it's not overthrown, I just don't know if there's enough where I want to set that as the precedent.
Yeah, me too, because, I mean, in that situation, The ball doesn't even look like it's within 5 or 6 yards of the receiver the way that it was traveling. So, I mean, that's a big penalty for Onalaska.
Penalty goes against Reuben Smith. He was the corner out there on an island. And they'll mark it at the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 1.
I mean, that ball was like 6, 7 yards overthrown. I don't know.
Good try.
Thanks,
try.
buddy. Thank you.
1st and 1. Nope, just kidding. They're going to move it up now further. 15-yard penalty. To the 14-yard line, so a 1st down. A half the distance to the goal penalty. Cole handoff Zineker up the middle with some space inside the 10-yard line. They mark him down right at it.
Yeah, and you got that two-headed monster with Stettler and Zineker. They've been pretty good balance this year for the Hilltoppers.
Well, at one point early in the season, they were down to their 4th-string running back.
Isn't that impressive? Still able to win football games. And
that was Adam Kuhn. He was still running pretty well for this Hilltopper team. Cole throwing. Quick screen out to the right, and it is read perfectly. And they're going to say that forward progress was stopped.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. I mean, it looked like he had a couple steps and broke out. I mean, great play by Central's defense, of course. I mean, you read that immediately and react. That's what you want to do in those situations. And Siebert looked like he had broken that tackle.
Wyatt Foley in the coverage. He was ready for that screen play. And now 3rd down and 6, 3rd and 5 or so.
Blitz.
Cole throwing, slant route, and it's broken up. Great coverage on that far side. Knocked away that time by Aaron Bully. And the Hilltoppers have a 4th down and 6, 4th down and 7-ish. Got to get to the 4-yard line.
Great defensive play, and that ball came out a little hot out of Cole's hand.
Hilltoppers historically do not kick field goals, so they will go for it. Likely going to be a throw here on 4th down. 2 receivers stacked together on the left, one near side on the right. Blitz coming from the defense. Cole throwing, back corner. It is incomplete. Good coverage, double coverage over there for the RiverHawks, kind of bracketing his intended receiver, Tristan Moling. And the RiverHawks get a stop and a turnover on downs.
Yeah, you called it good bracket coverage on the outside, and Cole didn't see that he had a wide-open receiver in the middle of the field. Probably a better option in that situation. However, Central's defense comes up huge, and this is what kind of stopped Onalaska against Holman, Aaron. If we kind of go back to that game, these red zone opportunities and not getting the conversion on 4th down.
So the RiverHawks will start from their own 11-yard line. After a good start to the possession for the Hilltoppers, it goes sour. Get the first look at this year for us at this central attack with Christian Rudrud leading the way. He'll take the snap at quarterback, or rather in the handoff, I should say, and he will go right, and he will get a yard on 1st down. Rudrud likely going to be the MVC Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, rightfully so. That time Service in at quarterback. Rudrud running the stretch out to the right. Good job by Anna's defense to, stick with it, not overcommit.
Second and 9. And Service and Rudrud will split time in that backfield taking the snaps. It's Service here. He will keep it himself, working up the middle and that right hash. He'll get to the 15 and a late flag.
Yeah, I don't know what the flag would be for, unless it's a hold.
Maybe a face mask potentially.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell from this vantage point, and that's a bad penalty for Onalaska because that was a really good job by the defensive line to read the trap off of the fake stretch play over to the left side to Rudrud. Demarion Blackdeer read that perfectly and ate it alive, but These mistakes you can't make against Central. They will take advantage of this with the offensive weaponry that they have.
So a 15-yard penalty on the face mask.
A team that scores 31 points a game, you don't want to give them too much life.
Rud setting up as the quarterback here. He'll take it and run it, power over towards the left side, and he's tripped up after a couple of yards. Maybe he gets to the 32, maybe the 33.
Yeah, on his defense so far, looking very good up front. Because I do think this is the best test that Central's faced offensive line-wise, the defensive line matchup. Anna's defense is very underrated. They can play with anybody.
2nd and 8. 7:40 to go first quarter. We're tied at 0. First possession for Central. Rud bouncing it out right, trying to turn the corner. He will, using that speed to pick up a first down. Lowers the shoulder across the 40, up to about the 43-yard line.
And this is what he does, right? I mean, he looks like he's going to be dead to rights in the backfield. And a really good job by Jackson Egan to pursue and getting some help by Ping Su Vang, who they've missed at that second level. But Rud is just a better athlete than everybody out there. Look at that speed. I mean, he just turns the corner on two guys, and it's effortless. And it's hard to defend.
It's a very similar style offense that Logan ran last year with Bradley Check at quarterback,
right.
If you are watching around the area. Central does basically the same thing here with Rud as he'll take it up the middle, and he is blasted right at the line of scrimmage. Good push from the Onalaska defensive line, and Demarion Blackdeer first one back there.
Yeah, and he's going to be a huge factor in this game tonight. If he can take on two guys and disrupt that backfield and give that second level opportunities to react to Rud, that's a win for Onalaska if they can continue to do that tonight.
Rud taking the snap, looking to throw this time. He'll fire out towards the near side. It is caught, I believe. No, incomplete. Ruben Smith tried to come back for it, and it skipped off the turf. And it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Great coverage by Josh Phillips out there. And clean pocket for Rud. He had all day to throw that ball. Great job by Central's offensive line in pass pro.
Third and 10 at the 43-yard line. Central moving right to left. Another throw. Under pressure. Rud deep down the left side. He's got Smith on the run. Sliding down, making the grab just outside the 25-yard line.
And the blitz was coming on this play, too, and Rud just makes a great throw. And the coverage, Phillips just got burned on that double move, it looks like. And again, Smith with a great catch and loses his footing, or that might be a touchdown for the RiverHawks. That was just a great throw by Rud.
32-yard gain. What a throw by Rud.
Yeah, no kidding.
Couldn't get his arm all the way through.
Oh, we both were looking forward to watching him live.
Yeah. Here's Service handing off to Rud up the middle, and he has swung forward to the 22-yard line for a gain of 3.
You know, the one thing that we didn't discuss is Onalaska's linebackers, and I think Zinniger, Vang, and Egan are both very good at what they do at that second level, and that's going to be a really critical matchup tonight, is if they can react and close on a guy that has just been running roughshod over everybody this year.
Just over halfway through our first quarter. First possession for the RiverHawks here. On the move. Ruben Smith in motion, left to right, and a flag coming in, blowing dead.
It's going to be false start or legal motion.
That's a legal procedure. So 5-yard penalty. Moves him back to the 28. 5:26 and counting. Onalaska's first drive stalled, a turnover on downs at the 11-yard line of the RiverHawks. Looking for a score here as Rudrud catches out in the flat from service and runs into 3 Hilltoppers, does Christian, and he gets back to just about the 25-yard line.
Look at how this defense closes Aaron on Rudrud immediately. Like, they're watching him consistently, and they've ran this play multiple times this year, but look at the attention he gets from the Onalaska defense, and rightfully so. That's just a really good job planning for this game.
3rd and 10. Ball back at the 25-yard line. Smith in motion. They'll fake it to him. Service. Roll out right. Looking. Now he's going to run. Now he'll throw. Late throw. Rudrud sliding down. I think he made the grab. Do we have a signal yet? No, they're going to say incomplete.
Yeah, it was hard for us to see from this vantage point, but the coaching staff for the Hilltoppers right away throwing up the 4th down signal.
It's an athletic play by Service. That looked like he changed his mind 3 times on that play. Can't make the grab, and it's 4 down territory for Central here. 4th and 10 at the 25.
Well, maybe I was wrong about my over-under. I don't know. I'm rethinking this now, the way these defenses have come out of the gate.
Trips right for Central. Rudrud alone in the backfield. He will roll to the right, looking to throw. Pressure's on. He does throw, and he overthrew Smith out of bounds. And he had him. Rudrud frustrated, and back-to-back turnover on downs to start the game here between Central and Onalaska.
How about the start by these defenses to kind of counterblow each other here? Obviously, it hurts a little bit more for Onalaska being in the red zone on their first opportunity, but, man, I mean, that's just a really, really good job early in this game by both of these defensive units. See if this continues. I mean, there's a lot of offensive firepower on the field here tonight. I don't know if I'm going to put my hopes up, but, man, that's a good stand to start by both these teams.
So the Hilltoppers start at the 25.
2 top scoring teams in the MVC.
They'll go quick pitch left side, Stettler
nice
to begin
block.
the possession. He turns the corner. Good blocking out ahead. And he gets up to the 40 and a late flag coming. There's an early flag as well. I think they're going to both get a holding on that same block just around the 30-yard line.
Possibly going to be on Max Todd. However, I do like to call him Maximus. Why wouldn't you want to be called Maximus?
I don't know. I don't know his preference. I don't know if he prefers Max or Maximus.
I mean, Maximus,
I'm sure
from Gladiator is like one of the most famous movie characters of all time.
I'm sure Max is probably the more used name just because it's shorter.
Would be I mean, preferable for us, I guess. But, I mean, come on, Maximus. I mean, the guy, his name got chanted in a stadium in a movie, for crying out loud.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty on the hold, moving him back to the 17-yard line.
They only chant my name at a buffet.
1st and 17.
Well, not much anymore. If it's a salad buffet.
Hey, North Country Steak Buffet, largest
That's right.
in La Crosse.
It's good, too.
Here's a handoff, Stettler. Nope, they'll fake it, roll out, and he got him on the run. Great throw by Cole. Jackson Egan around the 35. There was a flag right at the beginning of the play. Maybe offsides. They let the play go.
Yeah, I was going to say it must be against the defense because they would have stopped possession.
Oh, wow. Illegal procedure.
Interesting.
Illegal motion. One of the sorts. So it takes away a 18-yard pitch and catch. And gets it back to the 12-yard line on the 5-yard penalty.
Wow. So why didn't they just blow the play dead?
I think if it's an illegal motion, then it plays out.
Interesting.
I do think. Cole looking to throw again. Long throw, outright. Catch is made. Good tackle right at the catch by Wyatt Foley. Catch made by Tanner Siebert, just shy of the 25.
Good timing route by the Hilltoppers.
So 2nd and 12 here for Onalaska after a couple penalties. Got to get to the 35. 3:15 to go. First quarter, tied at 0. Here at UWL, handoff Stettler up the middle and working his way across the 25 to the 27-yard line, setting up 3rd and 8.
Trap behind right guard, center that time. Stettler looks healthy, doesn't he? I mean, you could tell early in the season he was a little nicked up, but there's a big difference in how he's running right now compared to what we saw earlier in the season.
Again, got to get to the 35 here on 3rd down. 2 receivers tight on the left side. 1 receiver on the right with Stettler to the left of Cole. He'll take the snap and looking to throw. Off into the flat. Stettler catches, turns his body, working upfield. He lowers the shoulder. He's on the run. He stepped out of bounds.
Man.
Otherwise, he was gone. Stepped out at the 38-yard line, but a first down for the Hilltoppers. Gain of 10.
Yeah, and just a simple flag route here. And Stettler one-on-one. And this is why I say he's healthy. Look at that. How he's finishing his runs and the confidence that he's showing right now is way different than what we saw earlier in the season. And that is dangerous for any opponent for the Hilltoppers as they progress.
It was 1st and 22 when the Hilltoppers convert on 3rd down. Now have it. 1st and 10. Handoff Stettler, left side, cuts back inside. Good pursuit by the Central defense. Gets him down after a yard.
Yeah, good job by Central's defensive line. Really disrupts some of that trap right there. Steven Flores was really the first one in their big 77. And he's a lot like Black Deer on the other side. He's going to eat up 2 guys and let those linebackers flow to the football a little bit.
Second and 9, ball at the 39.
They're playing a little up in the secondary here.
Cole handoff again. Stettler right side. Breaks
Nice.
a tackle inside the 45, right towards midfield. He's got a first down up to the 49 of the RiverHawks.
You know, we've heard a lot about Christian Rudrud, but man, Kason Stettler so far tonight is really showcasing what a running back should do with the football in open field. This is a beautiful stutter move right here. Another cut back inside on Rudrud. That's a great run. And right now, Onalaska is really controlling tempo in this football game. Credit Central's defense on that first defensive stop where they'd be down 7-0, and Onalaska offensively is clicking.
1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Onalaska driving again into RiverHawk territory.
Watch play action here.
They'll hand off. Zinneker breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage again, and he's still on the move.
My
Inside
goodness.
the 40, diving down to about the 38-yard line, a gain of 11 and a first down.
I thought Camp Scadaboo played in the pros. I mean, this run right here reminds me of Scadaboo with how he just blows through these defenders. Now, I just hope he keeps his shirt on because that would be a penalty, but that's just a beautiful run. Just how they're finishing the runs tonight, the Hilltoppers, this is how you want to run the football, and you know Coach Yashinsky wants to get this running game going. How lethal would that be to balance that out with Ian Cole? I mean, right now, the Onalaska Hilltopper offense is just humming.
Last play likely before the quarter. Handoff up the middle and still pushing the pile inside the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 4, and it'll be the end of the first quarter. 0-0 our score. Hilltoppers are driving. Central looking for an outright MVC title tonight here on ESPN La Crosse.
Maybe you should have moved your car before the cheap guy roofer started.
Why?
Why monkey around when you can have professionals? Call Kendhammer A1 Roofing and Construction for all your roofing and siding needs. Kendhammer A1 Roofing and Construction. Absolutely no monkey business.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Bobcat, your home for industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your fall project list, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee Region in Dressbach or visit bobcatofthecouleeregion.com. Bubbler and antioxidant sparkling water, boosting, energizing, and restoring balance. No sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and natural caffeine.
I think Jeff has one with him right now.
Probably does. Beginning the second quarter here at UWL, 0-0, Hilltoppers.
Love this.
And it's a bubble screen or
man.
a tunnel screen that has worked well for them in previous weeks, but through the hands of Chenault, incomplete.
Yeah, and good, really, Cole threw that maybe a little hot than what we normally would see, but if that connects, they had some open field. That was a missed opportunity there for Onalaska. I love the comments on our streams sometimes, and somebody commented about that the ball doesn't need to be catchable in high school. I get that, but it still wasn't pass interference. I'm just throwing it out there.
3rd down and 5. Cole will fake the handoff, rolling right.
Nice.
Chenault's into the flat, trying to turn the corner, and he will pick up the first down with a little bit of help from the tackle from behind. And down to the 27-yard line go the Hilltoppers.
Hey, how about the good here's a good mental chess game here for an individual, Jackson Egan, not getting a penalty and holding off on this block. That is, if he hits that guy from behind, that's a 15-yard penalty. So good job by Jackson Egan to hold off on that play.
First and 10 at the 27 for the Hilltoppers, moving right to left. Motion and right to left. They'll go quick pitch, Stettler left.
Nice.
Cuts back up the field, being dragged from behind by the jersey, but he's still on the move down to the 21, a gain of 6.
Yeah, and Stettler just, Aaron, doesn't he look different than what we've seen earlier in the year? I mean, he looks way healthier. It's like night and day compared to what we saw, prior to the season compared to what he's doing now.
If you purchased a green raffle ticket, have your ticket handy. We'll be calling out the winning number in a few minutes.
Jeff, where's your green raffle ticket? Do you got it?
I don't have it.
Okay, just asking. Hey, the Mega Millions is up to $620 million. Anybody
How about
doing that?
10:35 to go, second quarter.
That would be a raffle ticket I'd like to win.
Hilltoppers 2nd and 4. Stettler again up the middle into the red zone and shy of a first down by about a yard, a gain of 3.
What would the payout be for that?
Not that much.
Yeah.
Like 200-some million.
Oh, not that much? Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, they say $600 million. It's more like
Man, I can finally get rid of them ramen noodles in my garage. They're Ethan's, but he's probably going to get mad if I say that.
3rd and 1. 4-down territory certainly for the Hilltoppers. A triangle formation in the backfield. Todd to Cole's left. Stettler behind Cole. It'll be direct snap to Todd. He's through to the line of scrimmage inside the 15, down to the 14. It's a first down again for the Hilltoppers.
You want to know what I'd do with $620 million, Aaron?
Do I want to know?
I would retire from my real job and work with you more.
Oh, wow. What an honor. What an honor.
Oh, and our broadcast ceased to exist in 2 weeks.
I'm going to buy you all the tickets you could want then, because that would be just so great. 1st and 10 from the 14.
Do we have a sponsor for psychotherapy yet? We might need it.
Do we need one?
Yeah, if I win the lottery, you might.
Cole will hand off again to Stettler, up to the 10-yard line, maybe inside to the 9, gain of 5.
Yeah, Anna right now offensively is just in a groove. This offensive line for the Hilltoppers is doing a great job at the point of attack. And honestly, they've kind of been underwhelming at points this year, but tonight they are on their game. They are really getting to that second level, and these backs have a lot of time to make decisions with the football. Safeties are up.
Ball at the 10-yard line, 2nd and 6. Todd, slight motion left to right, and they'll go quick pitch right with Stettler. Got some blockers, lowers the shoulder. First down, Hilltoppers. Well, they're not mixing anything up on that quick pitch yet. They go Max Todd, shift left or right, and they go quick pitch to that side, and it's worked.
Right.
First and goal at the 3. 8 minutes to go here, second quarter. 0-0 our score. Just the third total possession of our game so far. Cole to Stettler again. Breaking tackles right, and he's slammed down to the turf by Aaron Booley. Down at the 2-yard line. Gain of 1.
Yeah, again, though, Stettler just making these, jump cuts and just doing some things with the football here that we haven't seen all season. Like, he's finishing runs. He's making people miss, and that was the thing that was missing earlier in the year.
Second and goal from the 2. Same formation for the Hilltoppers. They'll go right up the middle. Zineker tackled in the backfield. First one in there was Steven Flores. And they're going to, for Onalaska's lucky sake, mark him forward progress at the 3. They could have marked it outside the 5 as Zineker tried to regain his balance. And it'll be maybe marked at the 4-yard line, loss of 2 in a third and goal from the 4.
Yeah, Flores was in there immediately. It was almost like he knew where the play was designed to go. Just made a great play on the football.
Todd motioning right to left. They'll go quick pitch left. Stettler trying to bounce it outside. Cuts back in, and he is into the end zone. He broke 6 or 7 tackles on his way in a tough nose run. Stettler scores, and the Hilltoppers, our first score of the night, leads 6-0.
Talk about a tough run right there. That was Kason Stettler showcasing his athletic ability and how you finish a run in high school football. This is just a beautiful display of grit right here by Stettler as he gets a good design pullout, but look at this right here. Just making guys miss, and look at that finish to get into the end zone. That's how you do it.
Mason Zimmer on for the extra point. Low bobbled snap, and it is off his offensive line. So the snap and hold no good, and it remains 6-0 Onalaska. Our game of the week on ESPN La Crosse.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit OnalaskaRealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit OnalaskaRealty.com.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
A local family-owned company in West Salem is G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Proudly serving residential and commercial customers, providing free estimates and 24-hour emergency service. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning, West Salem.
I love how you try to get me riled up in the commercial breaks. You know that?
I don't do such a thing.
Trying to tell me that Aquinas is tied with Viroqua. I mean, You'd have to get like the entire alumni to play for Viroqua to have a chance in that game. I'm sorry, I'm being honest.
I didn't do such a thing. Kickoff, good pooch kick in the corner, perfectly staying in bounds, and it's returned shy of the 20. That's a great kick by Zimmer.
Yeah, and a good strategy. And obviously they probably practiced that a few times this week, right, Aaron? I mean, that was done execution-wise almost flawless. And right now the Hilltoppers are in control of this football game. Central's got to answer here because right now Anna's got all the mojo in this game the way it's been going so far. They should be up 2 scores, honestly. A great defensive stand by Central. That might come back later in this football game. That might be bigger than we think. And that mixed extra point might be bigger than we think the way this is going, too.
6:28 to go second quarter. Central with the ball at the 20 to start their possession, moving left to right. And Rude will take it himself, trying to turn the corner right. He gets hit hard. Man. He lowers the shoulder and lays the boom. Him and Chenault with a big collision. And a 5-yard gain for Rude, and he is hurt.
Yeah, Chenault came in and just really, and it was a great, just textbook hit right there. And that's what happens sometimes when you get unevaded to the player. I mean, man, and Rude's down.
I think it's just looking maybe like his shoulder.
That would be huge if he couldn't continue in this game.
And as they tandem, we'll take a quick 30 seconds at least here as they look at Christian Rude. 6-0 Hilltoppers on ESPN La Crosse.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet, bringing you some tasteful tips on how to savor your hunger. Wednesday, we have all-you-can-eat wings that feature Frank's Red Hot, garlic lemon pepper, Jamaican jerk, and new barbecue ranch to go along with our rotating specialty pizzas, from pepperoni and sausage all the way to chicken bacon ranch. Also, our tasty teriyaki beef and broccoli you all love. What are you waiting for? Come on down to North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Dinner menu available 4 to 8 at North Country Steak Buffet.
Well, Rude off on the sideline. He's looks body motioning like he's okay. We'll see. Here's Gabe's service now. He'll try to turn the corner right. He does. Dives forward across the 30. It'll be a first down for the RiverHawks.
And now the focus will go to service. If Rude can't get back into this one, we'll have to keep an eye on that.
They won't change anything on their offense.
No.
Service will just take the role of Rude.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just, and how about to have a guy like him available to run the offense in these situations? And that's where Central's different. It's more of an issue on other teams, but not for the RiverHawks.
First and 10. Service takes a snap and trying to work himself. Breaks out of a tackle. Cuts back up the field and gets back to the line of scrimmage. That could have been a loss of 2 or 3, but he got out of a shoulder-high tackle that time.
Yeah, I got a gain of 1 actually out of that, which is even more impressive. Onalaska's defense, again, reacting to that very well. And, again, we'll keep an eye on Christian Rude. He is on the sidelines walking around down there. I think he's going to make his way back into this game here.
Second and 9. Motion from right to left. Service takes the snap. He'll look to throw. Lot of time to throw. No pressure at all. Now he'll run. I'm not sure even the Onalaska defensive line knew he still had the ball.
Right. I mean, it looked like there was a lot of confusion. And, again, Central's offensive line and pass protection has been very good tonight. Now, my question is, he had a couple one-on-one matchups down there. Why didn't he get rid of that thing and challenge the defense? I guess that's my thought behind it. He had all day to throw and didn't pull the trigger. And I would have tried a one-on-one matchup. I can't throw, but I would have tried it. Yep, Rude is back in the game now.
On a third down and 6 or 7. Rude looking, screen towards the middle of the field. It's
Great
open.
play.
What a great play call by the RiverHawks as they pick up a first down and still on the move up to the 48-yard line. On the reception that time is Wyatt Foley.
Man, looking like something they'd run over at Ole Miss with this little pistol fake out screen to the running back and back over the middle. I mean, I love how the direction of the linebackers is all out of whack there.
First and 10, Rude looking to throw, and it's nearly intercepted, tipped again. Ooh,
oh, man.
Tipped twice, and just tipped too far for Chenault to come away with the pick. Incomplete.
Yeah, great defense by the Hilltoppers.
Rude almost threw it right to Feng Su Vang.
Yeah, and Vang was perfectly in his zone on that play. It's almost like he didn't even see him there.
Rude looking to throw again. He's got time, throwing a seam ball, and that was nowhere close, or Reuben Smith was not ready for it.
Yeah, great coverage.
And it's 3rd down and 10 here for Central. Ball at their own 48-yard line. 3 receivers out to the left. Another tight end out left with Rude alone in the backfield. Pressure on. Rude rolling right. Looking. Breaks away from Vang. He's got open space and blockers. Cuts back up the middle of the field. Inside the 30. They still on the move. Inside the 20. Down to about the 13-yard line. What a run!
Yeah, talk about individual efforts, and Christian Rude's been doing this all year, but, I mean, he really just made this play with his legs and athleticism. I mean, it looked like Onalaska had this well defended on the edge. Feng Su Vang actually read it very well as a spy over on that right side, but Rude just made a miss and then had open space. What a tremendous run.
First down for Central at the 13-yard line. Rude in service in the backfield. Rude takes it, power right, cuts back up the field and gets down to the 11-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go here, second quarter.
Luther and Arcadia tied at 12 after 1. Luther right on the playoff bubble tonight. If they win, they're in. If they lose, they do not make the playoffs. It'll be okay, Jeff.
Well, they could make it if they get some help.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Unlikely, but maybe. No one officially knows how the matrix works.
Well, Keanu Reeves does.
Here's a reverse counter. And the run by Foley really goes nowhere. He maybe got a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the RiverHawks.
Good job by Anna's D-line to stay at home and not get fooled with multiple motions and some ball tosses there. Knott made a good play on that football.
Under 2 minutes to go. Central in no hurry. Letting that clock run off. Don't want to let Onalaska get the ball back with a lot of time. So Central just hanging around. They'll call timeout here before the play clock expires. And they do, with just over 1:30 to go here in the first half. 6-0 Onalaska. Central has a 3rd down at the 10 when we come back on ESPN La Crosse.
Hi, it's Casey Virgin with Hansen & Associates in La Crosse. For nearly 20 years, we've done our best to help people in the Coulee region plan for retirement, and we'd love to do the same for you. Now, if you're asking yourself, how much do I need to retire, or how do I even start the process, let's talk. In fact, let's find the perfect game plan for you.
For more, visit HansonPrivateWealth.com.
Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guarantee. May lose value. Securities offered by Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
Third down for Central. Rudrud on the move, working right. He got his man, but he dropped it. Connor Groth was over on that right side. It was right up along the sideline in the end zone. It was in and out of Groth's hands and incomplete. And it'll set up 4th and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Good coverage by the Hilltoppers. You know, the one thing we didn't talk about is, you know, Central's done a lot of their damage on the ground this year. Throwing the football is really not what they want to do, and this is a situation that Onalaska favors.
It'll be 4th down. Here's Rudrud faking a run.
Love
now he'll
that
throw,
play.
and he threw it over Smith's head and nearly had Groth on the back end accidentally, but it's incomplete. And a second straight possession of a turnover on downs for the RiverHawks.
You know what I really like is that they used Rudrud as a decoy to run the football, but then slung it in the middle of the field. And like you said, it was a little hot, Aaron. The ball came out a little hot. Good coverage by the Hilltoppers, but almost dropping in the back of the end zone for a touchdown just on the deflection. But Onalaska now getting a big stop in the red zone, being up 6-0. And you got to think with 1:25 left here, Tom Yashinsky probably isn't satisfied with a 6-0 score. That would be my guess.
1:25. They've got all 3 timeouts, but ball at the 10-yard line. So they've got a long way to go here. They want to score in 85 seconds. A quick pitch left for Stettler.
Nice.
Gets around the corner, across the 20, and he's tackled out of bounds outside the 25-yard line.
Man, he is just running so well tonight. And again, a design pitch out. Good blocking up front. This cut is awesome, though, right here. And that is just a decisive cut, knowing where the field is and what to do. And on top of it, he gets out of bounds. I mean, that's just good quality football right there. Kason Stettler tonight has played a great game early in this football game. He is the difference for the Hilltoppers tonight so far. Player of the game early candidate, Jot.
1:17 to go, second quarter. Hilltoppers maybe trying to get a score before the end of the half. Cole will roll out right, looking to throw. He's got a man on the out route. It's Chenault, cuts back in towards the field.
Cut.
Got a first down. He
Wow.
runs out of bounds.
Man. Chenault after the catch on this one. That's just good timing. And Chenault, just again, Onalaska tonight doing a great job after the catch, making plays and making these defenders miss. And again, like you said, Aaron, getting out of bounds, only wasting 7 seconds of the clock. You got to think a flagger out to the outside might be happening in this situation.
Cole looking to throw, screenplay over on the flat. Stettler breaks a tackle in the backfield. Will get out of bounds. A late hit out of bounds and a free 15 yards.
Now that is definitely a penalty. And that is definitely a hit out of bounds. That's no question. The defender is not in the field of play. He had a couple steps. You can't do that in that situation. The player's safety. That's a bad penalty for Central in this situation.
So it's a 2-yard completion and then a 15-yard penalty.
Man, those are the things that come back and haunt you, right, Aaron? If Anna scores on this drive, that penalty is going to loom large.
1:04 to go in our first half, and the Hilltoppers now at the RiverHawk 46. They've got all 3 timeouts to play with.
Blitz coming off the edge.
Cole will roll right, looking to throw. Same play before to Chenault, catches, and he will just get out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Same play as they ran earlier in the possession.
And really just methodically moving down the field here with the football. And Anna's offensive line has done a great job picking up these blitzes and some of these stunts that Central's trying to run in the middle of the field. Good communication up there.
And a timeout called by Central. 59 seconds to go. Onalaska 41 yards away from adding on. 6-0 our score. Game of the week on ESPN La Crosse.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
With DriveUltra.org, you're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Ultra Federal Credit Union, it's where you belong. Second down and 5 at the 41 for the Hilltoppers. Stack trips out to the right. Cole
nice
throwing.
route.
Out route over on the near side. Egan catches it inside the 15, down inside the 10, out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
I love this play call. Love it. And again, it breaks that single high safety. What a great throw from Ian Cole right here. And that was just designed right off of what Central's doing defensively. What, again, a masterful job by the Onalaska coaching staff to pick out what they were doing defensively and exploit it. And right now, Onalaska's got an opportunity to go up 2 scores here before the half.
51 seconds to go. 6-0 Onalaska. They got the ball at the 6-yard line. They're going to run it with Stettler up the middle, and the RiverHawks were ready for it.
My goodness.
He's going to lose a couple of yards, I think, and a timeout on Alaska with 44 seconds
Flores
to go.
just blowing this play up and getting in and just stopping Stettler immediately. Good job by the linebackers. 62 on that play for Central coming in. Calvin Arntz.
We will stick here for this timeout. 3-1 Construction, located next to the post office in West Salem, specializing in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. For residential and commercial jobs, check out all their services at 3in1construction.net. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now the time to upgrade to an Armstrong air system from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
You think 3-in-1 does garage doors?
I don't know.
I'm going to find out because we need to get a new one, Aaron. It's a
Give them a call or check out 3in1construction.net.
The joys of being a homeowner are just immaculate sometimes. Let's just put it that way.
So Stettler loses 2 on the previous carry. It sets up 2nd and goal from the 8 with 44 seconds to go. Cole throwing into the flat.
Play.
Stettler's there with some space. Late flag. Are they going to call offensive pass interference? Stettler's in for the score.
Pick play, is that what you're thinking?
The flag came from the back judge.
Yeah, I mean they can because, well, there's no contact there, so I don't know how you could really call an offensive PI. Maybe a hold.
It is on Alaska, and that is a big penalty.
So here's my question. I want to look at this again. So there's no contact here. Nothing. But it was the defenders running into each other. I mean, I understand, but it doesn't look like the offensive player made contact with the defensive back.
I would say if the Onalaska player is pushing a defender into a defender, that would be pass
But he
interference.
didn't really touch him, though. So I guess that's where I'm kind of confused. And again, I'm not a homer. I'm just looking at what I'm seeing down there. It didn't look like he touched him.
So a 15-yard penalty. Cole rolls right again, Chenault, and this time the RiverHawks were ready for it and knocked out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Ball marked at the 18 after the gain of 5. And now another timeout. Central's going to take it again on defense. Their final one, so 34 seconds to go. 3rd and 19 coming up. See what Onalaska has in store on the Game of the Week. ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver, or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
So 34 seconds to go. We'll see what Onalaska has here. It's 3rd and goal at the 18-yard line. So they got 18 yards to go. It's probably going to be 4 down territory. So 2 plays to pick up this 18 yards.
I love this time of year. This is a great football game that we got going on.
I mean, it's the 17th of October, and it's beautiful weather.
And there's no bats.
Cole looking to throw, lobbing over the middle of the field, and he just overshot his intended receiver, looking that time for Nolan Culpet, and overshot him by about a yard or two, and Culpet was kind of trying to gain his balance. Don't know if he ever saw the ball anyway.
No, it looked like the throw, too, was kind of mistimed.
So now 4th down and goal, and Onalaska will call timeout to try to figure out a play that they want to call with 30 seconds to go. 6-0 Hilltoppers on ESPN La Crosse.
In our town, it's the little things that matter most. A friendly wave, a helping hand, a bank that knows your name. Since 1903, Union State Bank is proud to support the individuals and businesses who make our community strong. We're committed to helping you turn your financial dreams into reality with local decisions and personal service every step of the way. Visit us today or go online to discover how Union State Bank can support your financial journey. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Place to meet your family and friends before and after the game in downtown West Salem is Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill. They have made from scratch daily lunch specials. Find them on Facebook, Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. 4th and goal from the 18 for Onalaska. They're not going to kick a field goal here. Again, they don't kick field goals, so they will go for it, and they need all 18 yards. We'll see what they have drawn up here. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Stettler to the left of Cole on the shotgun. Cole drops to throw, looking right, steps through the pressure, moves across the middle, throwing one up for grabs. It's caught! Touchdown, Onalaska! Tanner Siebert went up and got it, and Cole gave him a chance. It works out, and the Hilltoppers lead 12-0.
How about Cole eluding the rush and making a great throw, climbing in the pocket? And really, this is Ian Cole showing the footwork. And a good throw. Let your guy go and get it, right? Love that play. And Onalaska taking a chance, and now they're up 2 scores going into the half with 22 seconds left. Man, it's a risky throw, Aaron, but the effort by Siebert, outstanding on that play.
Hilltoppers will go for 2 to make it a 14-point game. With 22 seconds to go. Cole looking to throw, pumps, now evading the rush, working left, and he is sacked. 2-point conversion, no good. It remains 12-0 with 22 seconds to go first half. The game of the week, Hilltoppers over Central, 12-0.
When you're talking...
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
That's a huge turn, huge turn.
Once again, the winning ticket in tonight's 50-50 raffle. You need to bring your ticket up to the announcer's booth. 738-7247.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit OnalaskaRealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit OnalaskaRealty.com.
Back here at UWL, 12-0 Onalaska over Central with 22 seconds left in our first half. 4th and goal from the 18, and the Hilltoppers convert as a line drive kick is caught at the 4-yard line by Smith. He's looking to return it, working that right side, and not a lot of room as he turns the corner across a 25 and tackled down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a big score for the Hilltoppers going into the half. And right now, Central off their game because, again, we talked about it a little bit, Aaron. They like to run the football. And it's hard for a team that likes to run the football, being down 2 scores, to get back into a football game. They do get the ball back at the beginning of the next half as they deferred. However, Onalaska playing a masterful first half so far against Central.
And Central is going to kneel out the final 15 seconds here as Service takes a knee back at the 23-yard line, and that will be the end of our first half. 12-0 Onalaska leading Central at the break as Central's looking for an outright MVC title. Onalaska looking to spoil it. Game of the week on ESPN La Crosse.
Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. What better way to spend a day than bowling with the entire family? After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. They make it, you bake it. Or choose the Cooley Golf Bowl's popular broasted chicken, available daily. Check out their full menu at CooleyGB.com. Cooley Golf Bowl has 70-inch TVs and the Sunday ticket, so you and your friends can watch the green and gold and Bucky with front row seats. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill is your family fun place at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
All right, bring it in. We got a lot of square footage to cover this season. Square feet! It's all about zone coverage. Make sure we got adequate flow through the routes. Coverage! We gotta lock down those escape routes. Block the drafts. Drafts! We got our best 5, Caden, Noah, BJ, Tanner, Jake. You gotta protect Goodman. He's bringing the heat. And Fuego. All on you, Goodman. Make us proud.
Bring the heat this season. Call G&T.
For the best senior air conditioning guaranteed.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Cooley region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Cooley region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Cooley region or bobcatofthecooleyregion.com.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company.
I guarantee a customer, if they're unhappy, call me and we will make it right.
When you say you're going to pick up the material once a week, you do it. When you say you're going to take this material and recycle it, you do it. When you say you charge the same amount for the same service for other customers, that's what you do.
Hilltopper Refuse, serving the Cooley region.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Your perfect landing spot after the game, Crossroads Bar and Grill. Delicious burgers, sandwiches. Check out their ice cream parlor and their brand new arcade that just got underway last Friday. Crossroads Bar and Grill, Onalaska. 12-0, Onalaska leads Central. Important game in the MVC. If Central wins, they have an outright title in the conference. If they lose, they would need Holman to lose to Logan for an outright championship. Otherwise, if Holman were to win, they would share the championship title. But right now, Onalaska leads 12-0.
And Logan leads at the half 18-14 is the latest score that I have. So right now, Central, that hope for the outright MVC championships in their grasp, but they got to get back into this football game. And Onalaska really controlled the first half. I think you would agree, Aaron. And Kaysen Stettler tonight, I think, has been the difference. They've been able to run the football. They've been able to use some deception with the pass. Ian Cole's pass to Siebert in the end zone, though, that was I tell you what, that was gutsy. It was gritty, and it paid off. And Onalaska's at 12-0 at the half. You got to give credit to Honest defense. They've done a great job tonight against Central's running attack. They are not letting Christian Rudrud control this game. They are not letting Gabe Service control this game. They're making him throw on 3rd down and 4th down, and it's something that the RiverHawks don't like to do. Credit to Anna. Again, coaching matters, right? I still think, and I will always tell you, Tom Yashinsky, I think, for my money, is the best coach in this area, and he has his team prepared tonight to take on a really good dual-balance quarterback in Christian Rudrud.
Yeah, only 5 total possessions in that half if you exclude the kneel down to end the half. 5 total, 3 for Onalaska, 2 for Central. Central got to the 25 and the 10-yard line, but stalled with turnovers on downs. And Onalaska had a TOD in their first possession, but back-to-back touchdown drives of 75 and 90 yards has them in the lead by 12. We'll get to some more stats as the halftime moves along, some more thoughts as well. Is it time for retirement planning? Hansen and Associates, and you can talk with Casey Vergine there, a private wealth advisory practice in La Crosse. Get the personal financial advice you need at Hansen and Associates. We'll take a break. More halftime coverage next. Onalaska 12, Central 0, the game of the week on ESPN La Crosse.
Best possible quality, and right now at Ace of Holman, you're also looking at major savings. Up to $50 off on an MS-250 chainsaw right now, only $379.99. $50 off Magnum backpack blowers, plus savings on handheld blowers. And don't forget, free batteries on select steel power tools. Deals are good until December 31st at Ace of Holman on Holman Drive.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver, or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Hey everybody, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. Tuesday is a great family day, and with it, we bring fried chicken and waffles, a creamy chicken lasagna to satisfy the whole family, and our fresh homemade meatloaf speaks for itself. You're gonna absolutely love it. Make sure you stop on down to try this delicious menu. We look forward to seeing you. Come on down to North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Dinner menu available 4 to 8 at North Country Steak Buffet.
Ken Hammer, A1 Roofing and Construction, a trusted name in the Coulee region for generations. Proud sponsor of high school football. And Coulee Golf Ball is your family fun place, located at 100 Green Coulee Road in Onalaska. Stop in and visit their 8-lane bowling center, Coulee Golf Bowl. Take a look at our first half stats individually for the Hilltoppers. Ian Cole, 10 of 14 for 104 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, Kason Stettler, 14 carries, 90 yards and a score. Carson Zinneker, 4 carries for 17 yards, and Max Todd, a carry for 4. Catching for the Hilltoppers, Tanner Siebert, 3 for 28 and a touchdown. Brendan Chenault, 4 for 28. Kason Stettler, 2 for 13, and Jackson Egan, a 35-yard catch. For the Central RiverHawks, Christian Rudrud, 1 of 7 throwing the ball in the first half for 32 yards. Gabe Service, 2 of 3 for 17 yards. On the ground, Rudrud, 8 for 57. Service, 5 for 8. And Wyatt Foley, a carry for 1 yard. Reuben Smith, a catch for 32 yards. Rudrud, a catch for 3. And Foley, a catch for 14. Team-wise, neither team turned the ball over or suffered a sack. Penalties racked up, 4 for 45 for the Hilltoppers, 3 for 34 for the RiverHawks. Neither team punted, 13 first downs for the Hilltoppers, 7 for Central. 215 total yards for Onalaska, 115 for the RiverHawks. 12-0 our score at the break. Central trailing Onalaska as I look for a Coulee, or rather an MVC outright title.
Yeah, and a few scores to pass along, and John Papadopoulos, of course, will have the rest tonight on the Festival Foods postgame show. Sparta up 24-7 in the third quarter over Baraboo. We just told you the big score tonight. Right now, Logan is winning over Holman, 18-14 at the half, and Arcadia 20-12 over Luther at the half. The Knights need to win to get in, most likely, or they're going to need a lot of help if they don't win this game tonight.
Take a break. More halftime coverage. That's going to be in about an hour. We'll do some post-game stuff. Halftime coverage. 12-0 Onalaska over Central on ESPN La Crosse.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
In our town, it's the little things that matter most: a friendly wave, a helping hand, a bank that knows your name. Since 1903, Union State Bank is proud to support the individuals and businesses who make our community strong. We're committed to helping you turn your financial dreams into reality with local decisions and personal service every step of the way. Visit us today or go online to discover how Union State Bank can support your financial journey. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit OnalaskaRealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit OnalaskaRealty.com.
Maybe you should have moved your car before the cheap guy roofer started.
Why?
Why monkey around when you can have professionals? Call Kent Hammer A1 Roofing and Construction for all your roofing and siding needs. Kent Hammer A1 Roofing and Construction. Absolutely no monkey business.
Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. What better way to spend a day than bowling with the entire family? After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. They make it and you bake it. Or choose the Cooley Golf Bowl's popular broasted chicken, available daily. Check out their full menu at CooleyGB.com. Cooley Golf Bowl has 70-inch TVs and the Sunday ticket, so you and your friends can watch the green and gold and Bucky with front row seats. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill is your family fun place at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company.
I guarantee a customer, if they're unhappy, call me and we will make it right.
When you say you're going to pick up the material once a week, you do it. When you say you're going to take this material and recycle it, you do it. When you say you charge the same amount for the same service for other customers, that's what you do.
Hilltopper Refuse, serving the Cooley region.
All right, bring it in. We got a lot of square footage to cover this season. Square feet! It's all about zone coverage. Make sure we got adequate flow through the routes. Coverage! We got to lock down those escape routes. Block the drafts. Draft! We got our best five, Caden, Noah, BJ, Tanner, and Jake. You got to protect Goodman. He's bringing the heat. En fuego. All on you, Goodman. Make us proud.
Bring the heat this season. Call G&T.
For the best senior air conditioning guaranteed.
Welcome back to UWL as we have our final regular season game
How
of
about
the
that,
year.
huh?
Week 9 already of the high school football
It doesn't even seem
season.
like it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
All the way back in week 1 where
So-
we had this Onalaska team taking on West Salem. Now we're in week 9, and tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock is when all of the postseason brackets will be released. So these two teams will know their opponent in the first round. Both teams will host a first-round game.
Yeah, and I'm very interested to see where these teams go, what is going to be ahead of them, what the potential matchups could be. I'm really interested in Division 4. Really interested. You know Aquinas is going to be probably the overall top seed if the playoff matrix shakes out the way it does. And thank you for the picture, by the way, to make me feel better earlier in the week.
Just calm you down.
And where does West Salem end up? That's the question for me. You know, that division is very intriguing. It just really is.
Someone is not going to be happy that they have to host West Salem in the first round.
Josh Finchler? Is he not going to be happy?
I think you need to figure out how to pronounce that better.
Is it what? How do you say it? How do you say it?
I think it's Yash Benair.
Yash Benair?
Or Yash Benair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm Norwegian, so I can't really enunciate very well
I think I got
sometimes.
that correct, right?
All
Yash
I
Benair?
know is
Close enough.
he's very polite, and I just want to say that, you know, Mr. Rudru, but I hope he's okay. He hasn't even graduated high school yet, and we're calling him Mr. It sounds like he's teaching a home econ class here at UWL when
Maybe.
you say Mr. Rudru.
Maybe. Do they still do home econ in college?
I don't know.
I'm going to say no. What is this, the 60s?
Hey, yeah. I mean, he could be selling Tupperware for all we know, too, and it's the 60s. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
I mean, Maybe UWL has a
I'm really
home
glad,
econ
though, I'm really
class
glad
to
that
take, but I'm not
Mr.
sure about
Rude, who hasn't even graduated high school yet, is okay.
Hey, maybe
He's a great fan,
maybe
though, and
this,
I love his input.
Mr. Benier, who has commented, is only like 10 years old, and then he would be a Mr. Rude.
Possibly. I'm not sure.
Well, we're ready for play.
I hope he doesn't sell Tupperware. That is not a good career.
We're ready for play. Central will receive the second half kickoff, trailing 12-0, and it's squibbed across the middle. Ooh, and a stop by RiverHawks at the 40-yard line, and they'll dive forward to the 47 in favorable field position for Central to begin. Good heads-up play by Karan Carter, who caught that on one hop and returned it right near midfield.
Yeah, Carter was in for the injured Mr. Rude for a little bit. Now we'll see if Christian and this team can get back into it, because Onalaska, and I think you would agree, Aaron, has really controlled this football game. And honestly, one thing we didn't touch on, they should be up 3 scores right now. And, Central's defense with that stop on the first possession, that's really huge. But they got to score on this possession if they want to stay in this one.
So 1st and 10, right shy of midfield. Rude will just take it right up the middle. And a good push by the RiverHawks, get them to the opposite 48-yard line, a gain of 4.
Got a feeling you're going to see a lot of that. Put the ball in his hands, right? He's had such an amazing season. Over 2,000 all-purpose yards, 26 touchdowns on the year. Christian Rude, not quite yet, mister. He's getting there, though.
Second down, Rude working that right side along the guard, and that's a good gain on second down, close to about 10 yards and a first down.
Yeah, and again, this is what they like to do. This is what they're comfortable with, and second level's got to make those tackles, and that's going to put some pressure on Anna's defense to really collapse a little bit more if Central's offensive line can continue to get that kind of push up front.
2 H-backs over to the right side for Central, 1 receiver out left. Rude will take it. He'll work that left side, and not a lot of room there. They had a big man, Steven Flores, lined up as the running back next to Rude.
I love that.
And they went opposite side of him.
Man, and again, that's just another blocker in that area. What a play by Demarion Blackdeer, and again, taking on 2 guys like he usually does makes a good play on Rude.
Second down and 9, just getting started here in our second half. 12-0 Onalaska leading Central. Rude jabs right, goes left, and not a lot of room again as he gets up to the 36-yard line, a gain of 2, and sets up 3rd and 7 now.
Watch Flores, though, on this block. I mean, who would want to face him as an H-back? I mean, he comes out of the gate, and he's just a large human being to begin with, but just a slight shove, Hello. That is a big man playing fullback right there. Between him and Blackdeer, I don't know which one I'd rather want running at me.
Here's Rude giving the handoff to Foley, working that
Good
end
stretch.
around, turns the corner. He's got the first down, I believe.
Yeah, this is a good play right here, and a really good job to seal the edges by Central. And Foley, he's got a little bit of speed, right? Good kick out by Rude. How about that on Chenault, getting a couple extra yards. And you talk about a guy that's unselfish. Christian Rude is the definition of unselfish.
Coming up on 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Central on the move at the 29-yard line. Man in motion left to right. Snap is taken by Service. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Holding's going to get called here as he throws back across the middle, incomplete.
Yeah. On the outside, like you said, it looked like left tackle had a hold of the defensive end. Surprising that they decided to throw in that situation. The way that they've been moving the football on the ground here.
It is a hold, and Onalaska will move them backwards.
See if that penalty affects the momentum here for the RiverHawks, as they've been really methodically moving the ball down the field here early in the second half.
Well, 1st and 20 now for Central. They're going to go power right side around the end. Rude
Nice
trying to
block
go
by
through it. A
Service.
nice tackle on this near side. It was made by Brendan Chenault as Rude got to the 36-yard line, gain of 5.
What a block by Service, though. I don't know if you saw that, Aaron, but he just pancaked his guy coming off the outside.
That's going to be a gain of 3, rather. So it's up 2nd and 16, 2nd and 17. Rude will take the snap and look to throw this time. No one
Good
pressuring.
protection.
Now it comes in. He'll throw down the field. Flag comes in, and now a late flag coming in. So it's going to be a hold back by the line of scrimmage and a pass interference down the field.
What have we talked about all year? You got to look at the receiver, right? You got to turn and look at the ball, and this is just a free play then at that point. Got to turn around and look at the football. So it's offsetting.
Yes, it should be. Unless some team wants to do the other a favor and decline the penalty. So we'll do 2nd and 17
I mean,
again.
it's close to the spirit of giving, but I don't think either team's going to give that up. Maybe
Well, why not?
We should ask Mr. Rude. I'm going to start calling him Professor here in a minute.
Trips left for the RiverHawks. Rude alone in the backfield. Looking to throw, rolling out
Nice
right.
pressure.
Broke away, and he just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, smart play by Rude. Just get rid of the ball. Don't take a bad sack. You're already in a very, very inconspicuous 3rd down situation now. However, you don't want to make it 3rd and 25. How about Donna's defense? I mean, in this game, they have really done a good job, I think, for the most part, containing this attack of the RiverHawks on the ground, putting them in these long 3rd down situations.
Same formation for Central, needing 17 yards on 3rd down. Rude again, looking to throw, rolls left. Pressure coming, steps back towards the middle of the field. Now looking, sets his feet, fires across the field. He's got a man inside the 15. Service turning back up the field, inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line.
What a play by Rude. How many people did he elude back in the pocket just to make that play to Service? And that should have been a sack by Anna, but he just gets away and makes a great throw off his back foot to Service. And how about having him as a luxury? This Central team has a lot of playmakers. And Anna's defense did a good job, but Rude just bought himself enough time to where Service got himself open.
There was 3 Hilltoppers guarding Service at one point,
Right.
but he just found some open space.
Absolutely, and the throw was great because just a comeback.
Flores in the backfield again.
Nice snap.
Rude behind him. Now he cuts back out right, uses that speed to get into the end zone. Touchdown Central, and they've cut their deficit in half. Just 5 minutes into our 3rd quarter. It's 12-6 now.
And who scores the touchdown? Surprise, surprise. Why not give it to the guy that's kind of put you on your back all year? And like you said, Aaron, just the athleticism alone, a high snap, he somehow comes down with it, fakes out the left end, uses his speed to get around the edge, and he gets by Josh Phillips. And again, Phillips is not a slow guy. That guy is a track stud for the Hilltoppers when he is not playing football. So that tells you right there how good of an athlete Christian Rude is to make that kind of play.
Central will go for 2, trailing 12-6. Rude talking with Flores to his right. They will keep with Rude. He'll go behind Flores, and he is stopped short.
Wow.
He's a half-yard short, and it remains 12-6. Onalaska in front with 7:08 to go, 3rd quarter. Our game of the week, week 9 of the high school football season on ESPN La Crosse.
Put the strength of a leader in retirement planning to work for you. Hansen & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, will work with you to develop a financial plan and track progress toward your goals. A 2025 Forbes Best in State Wealth Management Team right here in the Cooley region. Visit their website at hansonprivatewealth.com. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guarantee may lose value. Securities offered by Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
Hey everybody, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet. Tuesday is a great family day, and with it, we bring fried chicken and waffles, a creamy chicken lasagna to satisfy the whole family, and our fresh homemade meatloaf speaks for itself. You're gonna absolutely love it. Make sure you stop on down to try this delicious menu. We look forward to seeing you. Come on down to North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Dinner menu available 4 to 8 at North Country Steak Buffet.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Chris Riggles with RE/MAX in Onalaska would love to talk with you. Contact Chris with RE/MAX in Onalaska. Check out the large selection of grills and lawnmowers at Asa Holman. Stop in, pick one out, and Asa Holman assembles and delivers it right to your front door. What a deal over at Asa Holman on Holman Drive.
I ain't building that thing.
12-6 is our score as Central will pooch one over to the right side. It's caught and dropping right to the ground at the 39-yard line is Caden Betts for the Hilltoppers.
What an answer by Central. Yeah, and really just something that they needed to do, right, Aaron? In that situation, scoring is critical. Being down 12-0, getting the ball back and marching down the field and getting back into this football game was something they needed to do. Now let's see if Onalaska can answer that and get back on the field and get another score offensively, because so far tonight they've been able to control tempo.
1st and 10 at the 39. Cole will hand off for Stettler, working the right side. There's some space, and he leaps over some defenders and flies forward 3 yards across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Stettler tonight has been very good, and that was a really nice run to start this drive for Onalaska. And the ground game tonight for the Hilltoppers is starting to come alive, and we brought it up. If Tom Yashinsky has a ground game to go with that passing attack that he has, I would not want to play them in the playoffs.
2nd and 3. Need to get to the 49-yard line on the near side of midfield. Handoff again, working the left side. Zinneker this time, and he is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. It's Adam Kuhn actually on the carry. He stumbles back to the line of scrimmage, and it sets up a 3rd and 3.
What a job by Karan Carter to read that and just react to the running back. And, you know, Kuhn stumbled out of the break, and I think that affected what he was doing with the football a little bit. Great defense by Central. Can they get a stop on 3rd down, though, here?
Third down and 3. Cole will quick pitch left side for Stettler. There's some space across midfield. He's still on the move, and he's tackled down by Service at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 14.
Yeah, Anna's offensive line tonight has been on point. And again, another pull and doing a great job of sealing the edges. And look at Stettler reading his blocks and just going with the football where it needs to be. Tonight, Onalaska, this is probably the best I've seen them run the football that I've watched this season.
Well, that quick pitch is really working well for them on both sides. Central doesn't have an answer for it right now.
Yeah, it's just, though, it's different. You can tell Stettler is at a point where he is 100% healthy.
Cole takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw. Post route across the middle. It's intercepted.
Yeah.
Read perfectly by the safety, Gabe Service, and Cole threw it right to him down at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and this is only Ian Cole's 3rd interception of the year. Now, I love the play call, but I don't like the read. So that ball, you can see Service reacting to that post immediately, and he does a great job of watching the play develop and making a good play on the football. And guess what, Aaron? Central's back in business here. Anna's really controlled the game for the most part, but Central now in this second half has some life and gets a big turnover. First of the game by either team. Let's see if they can capitalize and get back into this one.
So Central starts at the 16, now trailing 12-6. Back in it here with 4:55 to go, third quarter. High snap, taken by service, hands off to Rude, working left, cuts back up the field, up to the 19-yard line. Maybe a fumble. I think they threw the beanbag.
Yeah, I can see it right over by that hash mark right there. You're correct, but it looks like Central got the ball back.
Maybe a precautionary throw. I don't know. No one reacted like he fumbled.
Right. Could be because he got back on top of it right away, too. That's possible.
Give him 2 on the carry. 2nd and 8.
Looks like some communication here from service.
Service sends Smith in motion, left to right. They give it to him. Rude lead blocking. Ooh. Smith trying to turn the corner. He's cut back upfield.
Job.
Maybe a yard. They're going to mark him back at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and a good job by Anna's defense to go with the flow of the football and not lose ground. It was good flow again from the linebackers on that play. And honestly, they've done a great job tonight on these stretch plays that Central likes to run, and they're matching athlete for athlete on some of these plays.
Third and 8. Rude alone in the backfield. 3 receivers left. He'll look to throw. A lot of time. He'll throw across the middle, looking for service. It's incomplete. Knocked away from behind by Tanner Siebert.
Man, Siebert's had quite the game tonight, huh? And he makes a huge defensive play on that one and just coming over the top. And again, good job by Central's offensive line to give Rude time to throw the football, but better coverage on the back end by the Hilltopper defense. And a big opportunity squandered here by the RiverHawks as they have to punt.
Just 2 yards on this set of downs after the turnover. Back to punt, Connor Groth. He gets it away, and it's a good punt. Spiraling over towards the sideline. It's caught, and fair caught at the 45-yard line.
Another opportunity offensively now for the Hilltoppers, and let's see if they can capitalize now on some decent field position, Aaron, after the punt. So really the interception doesn't affect them all that much with the field position, as it's almost to where they had it when they threw the pick. Ian Cole probably breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief.
So on first down for the Hilltoppers, they'll go for a couple yards on the carry. They'll go 3 yards officially. And for the punt, marked him back at the 45-yard line. They're going to go quick pitch out to the left with a flag coming in on that far side. We'll see what that call is after a couple yards on the carry. And it might be Kason Stettler banged up a little bit. He's cramping, it looks like. So a 5-yard penalty on the Hilltoppers. So it'll be 2nd and 12 or so after the ball is remarked. Stettler is out trying to get that cramp worked out, or at least it looked like it was a cramp. So Carson Zinneker will replace him here with 2:24 left, third quarter. 2nd and 12 for the Hilltoppers. Fake handoff, roll out right, looking, Cole throwing. It is tipped and caught. Egan catches it, he's on the move, spinning forward inside the 25. There is a flag in the defensive backfield.
Yeah, another great play here for the Hilltoppers. And they are moving the football here with an opportunity to go up 2 scores. I'll see what the call's going to be. It should be Central. I was going to say it should be against Central from what I could see.
It's declined, so they will take the pass play, which gets them down to the 22-yard line. It's a 35-yard gain. Both times they've thrown to Jackson Egan, it's gone for 35 yards.
Yeah, and again, an unsung hero, one of the more underrated H-back tight end guys in this area. He can make some plays.
1st and 10. Cole
nice
fakes
block.
the throw as he hands it up the middle to Carson Zinneker, and he'll get to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 that time.
Yeah, and again, just good, double blocks, inside traps. What a great job by the left tackle to come over and make a seal on the inside linebacker that time for the Hilltoppers. Ying Kong Vang making a good play to set that up, and Anna's run game tonight has been awesome.
2nd and 4. It's a direct snap to Max Todd. Tried this earlier, it worked better that time than it did here. Just about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards on the carry. It'll set up 3rd down and 3.
Central's defense prepared that time, like you alluded to, Aaron. Not much push given. I mean, anytime you run at Flores, I think you might want to do something different. I mean, what an impact he's had, quietly in this game with his ability to get into the backfield.
Ball right at the 15-yard line, 3rd and 3 for the Hilltoppers in 4-down territory. Pistol formation with Zinneker lined up behind Cole and an H-back Todd to the right. They'll go with the handoff. Zinneker working the right side. Cuts back up the field, and he'll pick up the 1st down as he gets to the 10-yard line. It'll set up 1st and goal for the Hilltoppers.
Anna's offensive line tonight is just doing a great job at the point of attack. And, Kaysen Stettler, we talked about his ability with the football, but his offensive line is just doing a tremendous job of setting him up with opportunities in the open field. And a great pole block kick out by Figueroa that time. Vitaliano Figueroa. I worked on that this week.
And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter as the Hilltoppers will have 1st and goal when we come back. They lead 12-6, trying to spoil the party for Central tonight as they look for an outright MVC Conference Championship. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse.
Maybe you should have moved your car before the cheap guy roofer started.
Why?
Why monkey around when you can have professionals? Call Kent Hammer A1 Roofing and Construction for all your roofing and siding needs. Kent Hammer A1 Roofing and Construction. Absolutely no monkey business.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983. Hilltopper Refuse, a proud sponsor of high school football. Stop by North Country Steak Buffet for all you can eat steaks, burgers, chicken, and pork chops, and their salad bar is the largest in La Crosse. North Country Steak Buffet. First and goal at the 10 to start the quarter for the Hilltoppers. Pitch out left with Zinneker. He's inside the 5 and down to the 2-yard line.
Man, what a punishing run by Zinneker.
Well, is Central ever going to be able to stop that quick pitch?
They've had a lot of problems tonight. And, of course, we've talked about it. I'm sure Anna saw something in the film that they said, you know what, we're going to exploit this. Because athletically, they just can't do it. And Anna's offensive line has just done a tremendous job tonight of getting outside and getting opportunities for these running backs.
Cole in the shotgun, left side of him is Zinneker. They will give to Zinneker, working up the middle, pushing, and he is pulled backwards. Only got to the line of scrimmage. He maybe lost a yard that time.
Great defense by the RiverHawks. Good push on the outside.
They will say he lost a yard.
Yeah, Kelvin Arntz was one of the first guys in there, 62, and he had a plethora of other RiverHawks to help him. I don't think I've ever used that word in a broadcast before.
We'll see if the Hilltoppers, what they draw up, maybe one of those jinxie-style plays that they have.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just give the ball to Stettler.
Third and goal. They will give it to Stettler on the counter, breaking tackles at the line of scrimmage, walks into the end zone, touchdown Hilltoppers.
Huge touchdown. And what a night for Case and Stettler. Talk about a guy that's been really heating up and a guy we talked about early in the season that could be a Player of the Year candidate tonight. Case and Stettler has done a masterful job, and give credit to Anna's offensive line. They have done just awesome at the point of attack, and another great kick-out block and some help from Max Todd to seal the deal, and Stettler just almost walks into the end zone. I mean, it looked like the gap in Michael Strahan's teeth. That's how big that thing was.
They will go for 2 to try to make this a 14-point game at 18-6. Todd in motion to the left side. They will fake the pitch. Cole will roll out right. He's looking, throwing to the end zone. 2-point conversion, good. It didn't look the prettiest, but it works all the same. And Onalaska leads Central 20-6 with 10:33 to go in the fourth quarter here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5 and streaming live on YouTube.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Cooley region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Cooley region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Cooley region or bobcatofthecooleyregion.com.
Back here at UWL as Onalaska will kick it away deep. Caught at the 5-yard line and returned right up the middle, crossing the 30, carrying defenders up to about the 32-yard line by Christian Rudrud, who's got some work to do to get his team back within a score.
Yeah, a lot of work to do. And I want to go back to that 2-point conversion, Aaron, because, you know, a lot of pressure by Central. Ian Cole just getting the ball out, doing a great job. You know, how about the season that Ian Cole's had? I mean, we talk about MVC Players of the Year, and obviously Christian Rudrud should be the guy that wins it if you look at the overall composite of the season. But Ian Cole has had a great year for the Hilltoppers at quarterback. Definitely should be in the conversation.
First and 10. Rud will keep it, working that left side. Cuts up through the
There
field,
he
and he is
goes.
into the clear. There goes Rud. One man to beat. He's caught from behind. Great hustle by Brendan Chenault, who saves a touchdown and tackles him down at the 14-yard line.
And just right off of left guard, left tackle, and Rud finally explodes here on a nice job by Central's offensive line to kind of get a couple seals here and there, and that's what he does. And now all of a sudden, Central's got some life here.
53-yard run for Rud.
Huge. And are we surprised?
No.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just what he does.
Rud takes the snap, works the right side now. Through a couple of yards, and he'll get to the 12-yard line, a gain of 2.
On his defense doing a good job that time, getting off their blocks and making a good play. Max Todd with the tackle.
Second and 8. Got to get to the 4-yard line. Rud will look to throw. Fires left side. Smith catches inside the 10, down at the 9-yard line. Oh, they're going to mark him at the 10, so just a gain of 2.
Good play by Josh Phillips. Good reaction after the catch and making a good tackle on the open player here.
And I'll set up 3rd and 6. 2 plays to get it. If you are the RiverHawk offense with 8:45 and counting remaining, trailing by 14.
Yeah, this has got to be 4-down territory here too, you would think.
Service takes the snap. Hands, nope, he keeps it himself, and he had a man, and he threw him too far left. He had his intended receiver open in the end zone. He was looking that time for Aaron Booley, and it's incomplete.
And Booley was open right in the middle of that zone, like you said, Aaron, and he just overthrew that by just a little bit. And huge 4th down in this football game now looms for the RiverHawks. They have to convert.
RiverHawks, a little confusion getting the play call in. They don't want to have to call one of their timeouts. 4th and 6 at the 10. Rud will take the snap, looking to throw. He fires, slant route, incomplete! Broken up on the far side. Trying to tell who was in coverage that time.
Well, let's find
There's
out.
Brendan Chenault.
Yeah, Chenault, I think, did make the play like you said, Aaron, and good timing here. Chenault just comes up and reacts to the play, and that is how you cover a slant route. You don't have to go over the top every time. Wait for the timing, get your hand in and knock it away. On his defense, again, we talked about it. Very underrated, but they do a great job locking down the main player of the other team.
Well, how about Chenault, who got the pass breakup, but also hustled his butt down the field to tackle Rud before he got to the end zone.
That's one of the unsung plays of this football game as we look back on what could be an on a victory. We still got some time here.
Handoff, Stettler up the middle, rather Zinniker,
Wow.
and he'll get to the 15, muscling his way forward, and they'll mark him at the 15, a gain of 5.
And Anna tonight up front has been dominant, especially in the running game. And again, if they can do this in the playoffs with that passing attack and the way the defense is playing, I would not want to play them in the playoffs right now.
Onalaska using some play clock here. In no hurry, up by 2 scores. They'll give it back to Zinniker, working along the left guard, and he is still muscling his way forward. He'll get right up at the 20-yard line, and they are going to give him the first down.
It was very close on the spot. And that's just second effort by Zinniker after he gets wrapped up, churning those legs. And Central's D has been on the field quite a bit in this game. And you can see they're starting to get a little tired especially with the way Anna's offensive line has controlled this football game.
Again, Onalaska just hanging around, 7 minutes to go, using all the seconds they can. They will give it to Zineker, working left side, and again he will get 5 yards up to the 25-yard line.
Another just big hole created by Anna's offensive line. Zineker kind of stumbles coming out of the gate, and he might have had more on that carry if not for a central defender getting a hand in there and slowing him down a little bit. I'm sure you're seeing the same thing I am, Aaron, but some of these holes that this offensive line is making are massive. I mean, you could drive a hydroglycerin truck through it, and that's a reference to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, by the way. But it's pretty impressive what they've been able to do up front tonight.
2nd and 5 at the 25, halfway through our fourth quarter. Here's a quick pitch out in front to Chenault. Steps
nice
through,
play.
nearly lost the football, but he'll get 2 or 3 yards. I'll give him 2 on the catch.
Great job by Central's defense. That's just a play that really can throw you off guard in that situation, and Anna's known for that. But Central's D comes up big.
If you want to run a business, talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance. Noble specializes in business insurance, can help you with home and auto. Noble Insurance just up the hill, Main Street in Onalaska. Third down. Got to get 3 yards if you're the Hilltoppers. Got to get to the 30. Pressure coming. They will hand off. Zineker up the middle.
Wow.
Plenty of space to pick up the first down as he gets up to the 34-yard line. And a 7.
And again, the holes being created by Anna's offensive line have just been amazing here tonight as we have a player down here.
Carson Zineker, who is on the carry, a little banged up. We will take a quick break as they tend to Carson Zineker. 1st and 10 Hilltoppers when we come back on ESPN La Crosse.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. Got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Bobcat, your home for industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your fall project list, stop at Bobcat of the Cooley region in Dressbach or visit bobcatofthecooleyregion.com. Bubbler, an antioxidant sparkling water that boosts, energizes, and restores balance. No sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and natural caffeine. 1st and 10 for Onalaska. Ball at the 34-yard line. 5:09 to go, fourth quarter, and they lead 20-6. Now some sort of hold up down on the field. And we're ready for play again. Onalaska again just hanging around waiting for that back judge to put his hand up. That tells him 10 seconds left on the play clock. Then when he starts motioning it, it's 5 seconds and under. They'll turn handoff to Adam Kuhn across the 35 to the 37-yard line, a gain of 3. Kuhn started the year as their 4th string running back. He got a start or 2 earlier on in the conference schedule. Worked his way up. Now he's running back 3 for this Hilltopper team behind Stettler and Zineker, but a couple of cramps and injuries and whatnot has gone on, and Kuhn in there now in crucial time.
And he's looked really good in these opportunities that he's gotten. It's a good sign for the future of Onalaska's running game.
Stettler is now back in there in the backfield.
I was kind of wondering if something was going on because he hasn't been in there the last couple plays, but there he is.
4 minutes to go. Quick pitch left. Stettler fumbled it on the pitch. Ball's on the turf, and I think the RiverHawks got it. They did. Turnover. And finally, the RiverHawks, maybe even not by their own doing, but they get a stop on one of those quick pitch plays, and they have life here with 3:54 to go.
Yeah, and Ian Cole, that pitch was a little low to Stettler, and Stettler upset with himself he didn't come up with it, but needs to be a little bit cleaner, I think, coming out of the quarterback's hands to the running back in that situation. And a play that's worked so well for Onalaska now could be a turning point here late in this football game as Central has really good field position. Down 2 scores here.
It's 3:54. Central does have all 3 timeouts, but they need 2 touchdowns in this 4-minute period. Good start with the field position here. Trips left, Rurud rolls left, looking to throw, sets his feet, dumps it over the top. It's caught by Ruben Smith at the 20. He'll stay in bounds, and now he'll trickle out inside the 15. They're going to mark him just back behind at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 20.
Yeah, Rurud right here, nice little drag route to set that up. And a good job by Central and Ruben Smith to get out of bounds and save some time on that clock. As if they get a quick score here, you got to think that special teams is going to be a factor on the onside kick.
Trips again left. That's on the near side for the RiverHawks. A little confusion again as they set up now. 3:45 to go. Rurud will run it right up the middle of the field. He spins away from the defender inside the 5, jukes out inside down to the 3-yard line.
Talk about a hole. That thing was massive, and Rurud shot out of a cannon right off the bat, seeing this as an opportunity. What a great block, too.
No huddle. They're right back on the line of scrimmage. Rurud working left. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown Central. And an extremely quick score for the RiverHawks. Gets them right back in the game with 3:28 to go. They trail 20-12 pending an extra point or 2-point conversion.
Yeah. And just getting in off the backside of that play, I think we got the tail end of the touchdown as he just gets into the end zone. But again, good blocking by Central's offensive line as they're going to go for 2 here.
Rurud and Flores in the backfield. Rurud trying to work up the middle, breaks a tackle. Now he's turning the corner outside. Hilltopper defenders took each other out, and Rurud's in for 2. It's a 6-point game, 20-14 Onalaska with 3:28 to go. Game of the week on ESPN La Crosse.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Six-point game. Central scores, gets the 2, and it's 20-14 with 3:28 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, so plenty of time left. Central going to kick off. Onalaska playing it like they're going to onside kick, and now a whistle as the ball came off the tee.
So if Central scores a touchdown, they can tie it, but if they get the extra point, they could win this football game. It's like a 6-7 difference.
All right, buddy. You're on a short leash over there.
What else is new? It's like an everyday thing. It's no different.
Central will try an onside kick. Backspin and nice handling of the onside kick by the Hilltopper hands team, and they'll have it at the 49-yard line.
Do you ever watch South Park, Aaron? Can I ask?
Not generally.
You might want to go on YouTube and watch the parody they did on the 6'7" joke. It's actually quite funny.
Do they just say 6'7" all the time?
You know South Park. They can't like to do a little things here and there. Let's just leave it at that.
So we'll see which side can execute better here down the stretch. The Onalaska run out the clock team or the Central let's get a stop team. They will hand it off. Working the right side. Zineker muscling his way forward and somehow got 7 yards on the carry.
Man, what a run by Zineker.
That should have been 1 or 2. He got 7.
And again, Anna's offensive line is really, this game has been their staple tonight. Their performance has been awesome. I mean, Steven Flores has played great for Central. Calvin Arntz has done a great job for them as well, but Anna's offensive line has really controlled the tempo of this football game.
Clock is running. 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. They will give it to Zineker up the middle and a first down.
Man. Just a punishing run by Zineker, and how he finishes this. Again, I had brought him up earlier, but it's very Cam Scadaboo-like with how he finishes his runs. Hopefully he doesn't start doing backflips and yelling at cameras. I'd be concerned. I mean, if you could do a backflip, that'd be impressive. I can do a back float in a pool.
Congrats. Well, this is it. If Onalaska can get 1 first down, it should lock up the game with 2 minutes to go. They'll take the snap, hand to Zineker
Why
up
not?
the middle, and he will lean forward. Timeout Central as he gets to the 36-yard line. And we'll stick here for this one as Central, with a decent first down play on defense, will set up a 2nd and 8. Not one of those 5, 6, 7, 8-yard runs that has been gashing them.
Yeah, but now do you bring in Stettler and finish off the game? That's the question, because really Stettler has been the feature back here tonight, and if Anna wins, I think he's my vote for player of the game here this evening. He's just been awesome. You could give the game ball to the entire Onalaska offensive line if you wanted to, too. But I would get that counterpunch here with Stettler and let him finish it off. But again, Coach Yashinsky, he's a wild card, so you never know. He might want to go for the kill shot, too, because he's known for that. Central's defense is on their heels right now. They need to get a stop. However, they've been on the field a lot here in this second half.
Union State Bank, proudly supporting local athletes who make our hometowns proud. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning is a local family-owned company in West Salem, proudly serving residential and commercial customers, providing free estimates and 24-hour emergency service. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning, West Salem. 1:50 to go, 2nd and 8 here for the Hilltoppers, leading by 6, trying to run out this clock. They will give it to Zineker on a counter. There's some space along the left side. Breaks a tackle. He's got a first down.
Huge.
And a timeout Central.
Yeah, what a run.
And this is not quite over, but they're only going to get the ball with maybe 10 or 15 seconds left if they can get a stop here on this set of downs.
Yeah, and the way Anna's running the football right now and the way that their offensive line's controlling the game, it looks very doubtful. Got to hope for a turnover if you're the fan base of the RiverHawks right now. And Anna's had a couple miscues here tonight, or this game probably would be out of distance here for Central, but some of these miscues that Anna's had is keeping Central in the football game.
Well, in high school football, Never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
These kids, again, are
That's why we love this game, man.
15 to 18-year-olds.
Yeah, we don't call them Mister yet.
Place to meet your family and friends before and after the game in downtown West Salem. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill. Made from scratch daily lunch specials. Find them on Facebook. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, located in downtown West Salem.
No one's ever called me Mister, to my knowledge. I don't know. I don't know how I'd handle that.
1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers.
Yep.
They're just going to run clock. Cole just hanging around in the backfield, and he'll go down at the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 10. And timeout Central.
It's looking like Joe Flacco last night at the end of the game.
So Central's last timeout. Onalaska, I'm going to guess. I was going to ask if they would do that, if they would try to just run out extra time and hang around in the backfield.
Why not?
Try to get rid of that final 10 or 15 seconds.
Really, I think it's a smart play if they can run the clock out in this situation.
I think they're going to add a few more seconds to the clock. Not sure.
Hey, your boy played pretty good last night. They were talking about the Icy Hot Bowl.
Are you talking about that washed quarterback?
Yeah, that guy that almost won the game on another Hail Mary, throwing it 70 yards off his back foot at the game.
Why would anyone want him?
4 touchdowns last night.
So washed. That guy's terrible. He can't throw the ball. He can't move.
I think he's one of the reasons why the Steelers are 4-2.
He's not even good.
It's the best I've ever seen. I know he's not considered the GOAT because of Tom Brady's accolades and some others, but, man, he's the best pure passer that I've ever seen.
2nd down and 20 for the Hilltoppers. See what they want to do on the ground. They will hand it off this time, and it'll get them to the 33-yard line or so. Clock will run. Again, there's going to be like 10 to 12 seconds left over here, leading into a 4th down. So we'll see how Onalaska wants to play it. They're going to give them 3 yards on the carry. I think Onalaska's going to take a timeout at the end of the play clock. 3-1 Construction, located next to the post office in West Salem, specializing in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting for residential and commercial jobs. Check out all their services at 3in1construction.net. With driveultra.org, you're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Ultra Federal Credit Union, it's where you belong. 42 seconds to go. I think that's going to be pretty much it here. As Onalaska's trying to run out the clock. Central really doesn't have much to do here. Another option. I think Central is going to get a couple seconds back here onto the play clock, onto the game clock. They'll add 6 seconds more, 48 seconds. So maybe a small glimpse of hope.
Yeah, not much, but you would think
on
that
4th downs, Onalaska's probably just going to run around.
I was going to say they're probably just going to waste whatever time they can with the football. The one thing you got to hope for is ball control and make sure you're holding on to it in this situation so Central doesn't get a turnover and is able to have some time to do something, or even a turnover to maybe take it back to the house, which is possible. Again, it's high school football, very unpredictable.
Will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now's the time to upgrade to an Armstrong air system from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676. 48 seconds to go. Onalaska leads by 6. Trying to run out the rest of this clock so Central can't get a miraculous win. They're in the pistol formation. Cole will turn and hand off, working that right side. There's some space. There goes Zineker. And he's going to be tackled shy of a 1st down, but it's going to be pretty darn close to the end of this game. And I think Onalaska can just throw a ball out of bounds and run out the rest of this clock. We'll see what they want to do, but a big run by Zineker.
Huge run. And, man, talk about, again, Anna's offensive line. Another huge hole for Zineker to run through. And I thought maybe he could take that to the house.
So Onalaska is going to come on the road and spoil the day for Central, who with a win could have won the Mississippi Valley Conference outright. Now, if they do end up losing this game, which pretty much looks like they will, and I think they're going to have to add time to the clock. Because the flag was called, so clearly there was some time, maybe 2 seconds left on the clock. So
well, even at that,
just going to hang out and kneel.
Yeah, I was going to say they'll just take the ball and drop back a couple steps.
Central will win at least a share of the MVC title. Now, that also depends on Logan and Holman. If Holman beats Logan, then it would be a tie, a shared title. If Logan beats Holman, Central would still get it outright as the only one-loss team in the MVC conference play. It will be a delay of game on Onalaska, so a 5-yard penalty added to their ledger.
And there hasn't been an update that I know of from that game other than the halftime score of 18-14. However, we know that our friend back home, John Papadopoulos, will have all the stats, all the highlights, and talk to a plethora of guests. He even talks to me, and you might want to turn that off. But the Festival Foods postgame show.
I think they're going to add maybe 3 seconds, which then Onalaska will just kind of run around in the backfield and waste that final 3. Cole takes a snap, runs backwards, waits for that clock to run out, takes a knee down at the 40, and now a penalty for a late hit.
Yeah, that you don't need to do that. The game's over. That's just very poor sportsmanship.
I will say, in the Central player's defense, if Cole's going to run out some time and he's not down on his knee yet, I mean, what's he supposed to do? Just let him knee it out, not try to force a fumble?
Sure,
I mean,
understood.
Not saying that it's a totally kosher play, but if Onalaska's going to play the time running game, Central, I wouldn't expect Central to just totally give up, I guess. But I think it's a pretty harmless play overall. Got some boos, but that's it. Central falls to Onalaska, 20-14. We'll see if they'll have to settle for a shared conference title or not, depending on the Logan Holman update. We'll get you that, and we'll get to the Festival Foods postgame show with all that information as well. Onalaska spoils Central's chance for an outright title, at least for now. In our game of the week, 20-14. We'll get to our Kevin Carlson Agency player of the game. It'll be Kason Stettler, running back for the Hilltoppers. We'll talk with him. We'll get you some stats and Scotty's thoughts as well. All that coming in our post-game coverage on ESPN La Crosse.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
All right, bring it in. We got a lot of square footage to cover this season. Square feet! It's all about zone coverage. Make sure we got adequate flow through the routes. Coverage! We got to lock down those escape routes. Block the drafts. Draft! We got our best 5, Kaden, Noah, BJ, Tanner, Jake. You got to protect Goodman. He's bringing the heat. En fuego. All on you, Goodman. Make us proud.
Bring the heat this season. Call G&T.
For the best senior air conditioning guaranteed.
It's Casey Virgin with Hansen and Associates in La Crosse. For nearly 20 years, we've done our best to help people in the Coulee region plan for retirement, and we'd love to do the same for you. Now, if you're asking yourself, how much do I need to retire, or how do I even start the process, let's talk. In fact, let's find the perfect game plan for you.
For more, visit HansonPrivateWealth.com.
Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guarantee. May lose value. Securities offered by Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
Maybe you should have moved your car before the cheap guy roofer started.
Why?
Why monkey around when you can have professionals? Call Kent Hammer A1 Roofing and Construction for all your roofing and siding needs. Kent Hammer A1 Roofing and Construction. Absolutely no monkey business.
Hi, it's Chris Riggles with RE/MAX Results. With interest rates at their highest in over a decade, the housing market has become a lot more complex. Yet, homeowners are still selling their homes for the highest prices we've ever seen. If you're looking to sell or buy, give me a call or visit OnalaskaRealty.com. I'd be happy to explain the positives and negatives of the market and if it's the right time for you.
Visit OnalaskaRealty.com.
Video of our high school football game of the week streams live on the ESPN La Crosse app, ESPNLacrosse.com, and the ESPN La Crosse YouTube channel. It's brought to you by Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC. Union State Bank, over 120 years of financial strength. Happy to sponsor our Game of the Week live video stream. Onalaska spoils the party for now. They beat Central 20-14. They hang on with a last few minute drive. They waste the last 3 minutes and 28 seconds to hang on.
Yeah, and I know Kason Stettler is going to be our player of the game here tonight, but how about the offensive line for the Hilltoppers tonight? I mean, they played a masterful game and did a great job of creating opportunities for not just Kason Stettler, but Carson Zinnicker as well. I mean, Zinnicker, I believe, had 95 yards on the ground. Is that accurate, Aaron?
97.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about that and the ability of the Onalaska offensive line to really cause some havoc up front. Just a recipe for success for the Hilltoppers as they go into the playoffs. And, man, I would not want to play them right now if I was kind of watching from afar because, man, they are starting to get a balance here that is dangerous. And if they can go in and, you know, at home, they're going to have their first game at home, correct, Aaron?
Yeah, probably.
So I mean, that's a good setup, but they could be a team in the playoffs that could really make some noise if they can continue the kind of balance that they showed here tonight.
All right, we will take a break. When we come back, we will get to our Kevin Carlson player of the game. That'll be Kason Stettler whenever we can get him up the long trek of stairs here at UWL. So we will get him coming up. We'll get you some stats as well, as I see Stettler now making his way over towards the stairs. So we'll get him here coming up. If you want to hear that, don't go anywhere. We'll have that for you coming up. Onalaska wins over Central 20-14, our game of the week. Wrapping up the regular season on ESPN La Crosse.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Do you own a business, or do you maybe manage a business? Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Noble Insurance specializes in business insurance, from larger commercial firms to banks to contractors, or much smaller businesses with only a few employees. As for the rest of us, we could all use some help from time to time on home, auto, or even life insurance. From a new home to a new teen driver or even operating a business, Sherry can help you. Noble Insurance, just up the hill, Main Street, Onalaska.
When you're talking steel power tools, you're talking the best possible quality. And right now at Ace of Holman, you're also looking at major savings. Up to $50 off on an MS 250 chainsaw right now, only $379.99. $50 off Magnum backpack blowers, plus savings on handheld blowers. And don't forget, free batteries on select steel power tools. Deals are good until December 31st at Ace of Holman on Holman Drive.
If you keep turning up the thermostat and you just aren't getting warmer, maybe you need a new furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and experience warm comfort throughout your house. Upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system. If your existing furnace is leaving you in the cold, it's time to call Rish Heating. They'll solve your heating problems. Depend on your Armstrong air dealer to keep you comfortable year-round. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, downtown West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
It's finally here. Football. The fall season. Last-minute projects before winter. And Bobcat of the Coulee region has the equipment you need to get it done. Skid steers, mini excavators, compact tractors, or whatever else you might need for your to-do list this fall. Let Bobcat of the Coulee region help you master that list with Bobcat's industry-leading equipment. As you dig into your project, stop at Bobcat of the Coulee region or bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
Welcome back into our post-game coverage here on ESPN La Crosse. Time for our Kevin Carlson NC Player of the Game. For home, auto, life, and business insurance, contact the Kevin Carlson NC in Holman. We're joined now by Casey Stettler, running back for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. 18 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. Scotty was mentioning it earlier when we were just talking to you. You look healthy. You feel healthy?
Yeah, I felt good. A few cramps, little setbacks, but team got the job done, so that's all that matters.
You beat the Central team who was looking for an outright conference championship. Was that something coming in for you guys? Like, hey, we want to spoil the party a little bit?
Yeah, we are looking. We want them to share that title with Holman. We never like a team getting outright, especially if it's not us. So we're just looking to disrupt their team a little bit.
On top of it, though, and also for you guys, you looked like you played a pretty good game out there overall, offense, defense. So feeling good going into the postseason?
Yeah, everyone's ready, fired up. We're ready to go. We want to make a run this year, so it should be good.
Looks like you guys will get a home game as well, at least maybe one, maybe two. How much is that going to help you guys sticking around in Onalaska?
Oh, that's the whole plan. We were hoping for it all along. We have a good community, good support. So, yeah, that's all we need.
So this entire regular season now and the way that you guys are operating, how do you think the offense felt overall with the offensive line, but also with Ian back there at quarterback, kind of balancing your ability on the ground?
Yes, I think Ian's great QB. He opens up my runs a lot with the pass game and airing it out. Helps me get my job done. So, and then our line, we have Aiden Knopp committed to Mankato B. We have a lot of dudes. We got some good dudes. So, yeah, I put my trust in them. Block up front.
Last thing I got for you is we're kind of watching the game today. You guys were kind of going to that. I don't know what call you make, that quick pitch out left or right.
Oh, yeah.
Was that something that you guys saw that you were like, hey, we're going to have a lot of success? Because it looked like it was pretty much open every time.
Yeah, so I went up to the coach and I was like, Coach, my favorite play is toss. I'm not getting less than 10 yards on it. Give me the ball. And that's what we did. So
it's got to feel good to be able to go up to a coach and be like, hey, this is what I'm feeling. And then they say, all right,
yeah.
we'll trust you on the field.
Yeah, Yash, really good coach. Honestly, a genius when it comes to play calls. So, yeah, he gets the job done, and he'll listen to his players if he needs to.
Our Kevin Carlson ANC Player of the Game, Kason Stettler, 18 carries, 116 yards, and 2 scores in a 6-point victory over Central. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more post-game coverage right here on ESPN La Crosse.
Hey, it's Trevor from North Country Steak Buffet, bringing you some tasteful tips on how to savor your hunger. Wednesday, we have all-you-can-eat wings that feature Frank's Red Hot, garlic lemon pepper, Jamaican jerk, and new barbecue ranch to go along with our rotating specialty pizzas, from pepperoni and sausage all the way to chicken bacon ranch. Also our tasty teriyaki beef and broccoli you all love. What are you waiting for? Come on down to North Country Steak Buffet at 2526 Rose Street, La Crosse.
Dinner menu available 4 to 8 at North Country Steak Buffet.
In our town, it's the little things that matter most. A friendly wave, a helping hand, a bank that knows your name. Since 1903, Union State Bank is proud to support the individuals and businesses who make our community strong. We're committed to helping you turn your financial dreams into reality with local decisions and personal service every step of the way. Visit us today or go online to discover how Union State Bank can support your financial journey. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. What better way to spend a day than bowling with the entire family? After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. They make it, you bake it. Or choose the Cooley Golf Bowl's popular broasted chicken, available daily. Check out their full menu at CooleyGB.com. Cooley Golf Bowl has 70-inch TVs and the Sunday ticket, so you and your friends can watch the green and gold and Bucky with front row seats. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill is your family fun place at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Your perfect landing spot after the game or anytime is Crossroads Bar and Grill. Burgers, sandwiches, ice cream parlor, and a brand new arcade over at Crossroads Bar and Grill in Onalaska. Is it time for retirement planning? Talk with Casey Vergine and the folks at Hansen & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice in La Crosse. Get the personal financial advice you need at Hansen & Associates. Well, big one for the Hilltoppers. They beat Central 20-14. For now, ruined the party with their outright MVC title. We'll see, depending on a Holman-Logan score, what that ends up being. But interesting, I asked Case, and he said, yeah, we don't want anyone to get an outright title in this conference, unless it's them.
I mean, they had a 5-way tie last year, so why not? Why not spoil the party, right? But how about the play of Onalaska tonight on the ground? I mean, I was really impressed with the balance they showed. Now, to me, the thing that's intriguing about them is, can they continue to do this down the stretch going into peak season, right? So you're going into the playoffs with now a healthy Case and Stettler, a Carson Zinniger who just really punished defenders here tonight, an offensive line that was outstanding, and a really, really solid leader in Ian Cole. All the makings of a dangerous Onalaska Hilltopper team as we go into the playoffs, and for my money, and I'll continue to say it until I'm done broadcasting in this area, the best high school football head coach in the area in Tom Yashinsky. He is always so prepared for whatever someone's going to do to him, what he's going to do to them, what he thinks would work in a situation, and how often is he right. And that's the thing that is impressive to me. And I don't want to slight any other coach in this area. We have a lot of good coaches in this area, but his preparation is by far the best. And I will continue to say that until I'm done broadcasting in this area. He is that good of a coach, and I think he's got a great roster and great momentum going into the playoffs.
Ken Hammer, A1 Roofing and Construction, a trusted name in the Cooley region for generations, a proud sponsor of high school football. And Cooley Golf Ball, your family fun place, located at 100 Green Cooley Road in Onalaska. Stop in and visit their 8-lane bowling center. Cooley Golf Ball, a proud sponsor of high school football. All right, we are awaiting word back at the studio for the Festival Foods post-game show. John Papadopoulos waiting back there. He'll have stats, scores.
He's got him.
He'll talk with Scotty. He'll talk, I'm guessing, with Cooper Lipsky as well. And a coach or 2 or 5 or however he's got the post-game show planned out. But he will get you caught up on all things you need for the final regular season week of high school football. And he'll lead you into tomorrow. The bracket for the postseason comes out tomorrow. Top 32 teams in each division. That'll come out at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And we expect both of these teams to at least have one home game to begin the playoffs. I guess at least Onalaska is going to get 2 of them, most likely. Granted, they can win their first round matchup, but some home field cooking for these teams.
Yeah, and it's a good advantage to have right off the gate. And I think both these teams present a challenge to whomever they play. Now, again, Anna's defense was outstanding. That's the one thing we didn't talk about. They have been able to shut down the major player on every opponent they played this year. Honestly, Christian Rudrud didn't have a Christian Rudrud-like game, right? Anna was prepared for that. I think they'll be prepared next week. However, I don't know if teams are going to be ready for Christian Rudrud that haven't seen him this year going into the playoffs. So there's a lot of parity going into next week of how things are going to shake out. I am, of course, very interested in Division 4. I'm very interested in Aquinas and a potential West Salem rematch down the road. I'm interested to see where Arcadia is going to go because I think Arcadia is a dark horse. Of course, I'm always interested where the Bangor Cardinals are going to end up, and if they win tonight and win 7 straight games after losing to Melrose Mindoro week 1, right?
8 straight games.
8 straight. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, don't shortchange it.
Remember, I went to school there, so my math isn't all that great.
Okay.
But anyways, getting back to what we're discussing, I know people are going to say something to me when I'm done.
It just started pouring rain. You can see everyone getting off the field. It started raining here at UWL.
I'm surprised they're not, sliding and celebrating on the field. That's what I would have been doing. But anyways, there's a lot of teams that have a lot of momentum going into next week. And I think the football in this area always is very undervalued for the potential and talent that it has. I really think we got a good shot of somebody getting to Madison this year. It just depends where and how it shakes out.
Well, everyone clearing space here at UWL. It's rain starting to pour. It was nice of the rain to hold off until we got our game all the way through. 20-14.
I'm only happy when it rains.
20-14, our final score. Onalaska beats Central, hands them their first MVC loss of the year. Implications in a conference championship? Well, we'll find out about that right now as we send it back to the studio with John Papadopoulos.